Can you breed wafa? Power yes na winya. Yamin shira, mama ni paya zefoa. Enyano. Yafanya misroye jumana nyami besrayen. Obraya boya. Amoya muraye. Ebe ya efi yanara. Mama be ya efi yanara. Asitre be ya efi yanara. Mama be ya efi yanara. Adije yamoya muraye. Ebe ya efa enyebengawa. Mama be ya efi yanara.
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
Ebusia dia chebia ya da nyame ase na ya joada sa wo hwe obre no a non kro abo apa wo simadu asam ye no free sabre kopim se dumie no be body apai mo 12:30 pm ya na mo tena awo American Eastern Standard Time na ya na mo achensem a etwa gu ye na wotwi awie ye be kwa akohwe political stories IPP wo ye my Ghana mu na ye mo di mu nkomo as we do all the time na ya ba be hwe mensem so IPP e okrum ha eno so ya the tete bit kakra be bremo but before ya be ye bibia no ma ye mfa seda kese e ma otwedi ampon se wa ma na so aye eda menu mienu ye tiase enye na adom a ebi anka ye ntiase enti may his name be glorified ya the seda kese ma ye nyankopon a ono ene ye bambofo ya tena si na ye bedi nkomo ne na ya hwensem a epiepie afri titru ya my Ghana mu ya wa kwantu mi ya brebia no I was say updated our issues ekoso ewo ya my Ghana mu Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina mempemi ho asam as usually seated meneno na ebedi juman obeba ba nsem ne mu nyina as usual indefatigable and knowledgeable analyst untouchable Manu akwaba
yenia
apom ti saying
Apomboko, and I like your voice. When I was growing up, West when I met to see the likes of Moses from winning, Kobna Boanomna, and a few of Swasari, and these are legends. Go for Swasari, and there's this other one, Tom, I was mechanic Macan. Even Michael, Michael Japan, yeah, Company Japan now. Yes, if I hear legends like you've been in the business for long too. Yeah, appreciating my knowledge and the people of Worcester and beyond watching us near there now. It makes me feel happy that I'm in the right profession, the right place, and at the right moment. See, you enjoy it. Today looks like a very good weather, like you.
Beautiful weather in Worcester.
Yes,
beautiful weather.
A morning message of motivation.
Yeah,
Madam, we were saying the end.
Our quote for the day.
Yes, it keeps them rejuvenated and motivated to face the battles ahead. Like I suppose a roller coaster. Yeah, high points, low points, but in everything, once you have life, you have it all.
Exactly.
A very good morning to everyone.
I was Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempemi Huasem Sounten and Kawatin Casafio Nado Fidina Toa. Make no mistake, you are on Unity Radio 103.9. Anopa Bosuo so ne share yene bedin komo ne di juman. Yene ne di jumano basically it's for you. Memfan say anchors keke. But jumadi ni mo modia. And then sama yebedi mun komo no doso. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, many people called on him to speak on same-sex marriage. And finally, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo akasa nsembe na odi tu dwa de bebro no dan chen so a IGP nso akasa e dey fa homosexuality debate a eregi in Ghana no ho. election petition a was Supreme Court nyame ya adomu a na wotwe ayesimi ne da toso and 9 working day yawada na Supreme Court edi ruling ebeba betudwa se owura mampani dada mahama ne nsama ode beto omanim no omo asom anasa omampani Akufo-Addo defense a ono so edi bae no omo asom nyame ya adomu a eda yawada na ehun nsem nyina Obroni Beka Sebe come to a conclusion. Now, no, and a peace council, I say, Ghana for answer a court ruling no crabebano. Omodia futu ma Ghana for you say, Obia and calm down, and keep cool. Na yama court no, and yano a juma, na the baby bianso yama sum J. Emra. And no dan chance last week had the two men him say. Coronavirus COVID-19 aji wiase nyina Bosuo and then me no yentumi embobra enjoy life as we would have wished, you know. COVID vaccine ni bia be do Ghana ama omampanin His Excellency wone ne yere Rebecca Akufo-Addo omo the first people omo ekoje vaccine ni bi ewo Ghana na omo ji wie no a ena omampanin abedi akire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumianso ne yere enso akwa gibi eno asesa Ghana for adwene on the vaccine ana will be getting into that particular debate eno dan chance so a Manasseh Azure say omampani Akufo-Addo betena Ghana akonwa no so no kabima min kabia mamu ewo Ghana ene wo kasa na kwa fa ho adi especially the press nanado say wa massa ade is under serious attack o kasa na favor Akufo-Addo pe yedu mu kire o kasa na in favor Akufo-Addo pe wo behwe phone so na threats death threats ne messages ye hunu a wo chese ye ka wo hye empese wo be ka wo adwene eno na do promise ye ana ye behwe Manasseh Azure enso nsem o de abetudwa no holistically eno da nchen so a opani ba akwa Akufo-Addo president of the Republic of Ghana betena konwa so oji din pa for ne advocacy any ejuma na oye any opani friend say Kusi Boafo na obeka no nukredi enti amanfo kra the reverend eso ni din so na bi mu friend Reverend Kusi Boafo even though onye pastor na papa na ka asem bi the krata bi ababonten na asem a oka o krata anim no o say I smell the scent of death on NPP in 2024 if we continue to behave like this. Behave like what? We'll be delving deep into all these stories on the show this morning. Yatrasi said there, Manucho Kayano, Anopa bia na ye know etumi ashe ye hun crying. So we take motivation from you. Na ye nso ya fabi na ye de bia to ye botom na ye de abobra. Nti na anopa ye de ye word of motivation and a day bro. Na ye know wache na tiewe na ye nto aso.
Sankaya wo sa abwa abwa so wo ni ya won kana so no kwepodo no wa supreme wapi adwuma weji aba me ye odu kofi o man ya woman o man ya mama na bini baby akọ wacha ya wareni wonsom
and na Joada no pa ya share na otwefo frase me can working days no na se obetumi akọ week we mu unscathed there na say yenya ade abroni friend say hope nti enenso Joada yi ye na wo ka hope ho asem any that so na ene your word of motivation adwumaku friend say Rich Way Auto School see yem famrel and say hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. So, hope is seeing light in spite of being surrounded by darkness. Once you choose hope, anything is possible. So, until the end of channel, Penny say, you might be in some sort of situation, circumstances, darkness. I always use my life as an example. America Crodium had Bruni Becker say I qualified to speak on this subject. 2019 was a very terrible year for me between the month of August and September. It was very horrifying in my life. So, but if you look beyond your problems, if you look beyond your current situation, if you envisage hope at the end of the tunnel, the me no can say you'll be able to go through whatever situation you might find yourself in today. Ebi adwuma sem enkoye sika sem enkoye covid ama brabo aye den. So awaresem na ye bibi basa. Adwuma sem enkoye. Your friends are betraying you. Sometimes the person you love so much will stab you in the back. It will make you feel like ending your life. What do I even have more in this life? You begin to exercise and have these thoughts. But then I know what can I say? So my hope eba nkomonimua ubehu something different at the end of the tunnel, because ensure to ejai ewia bobobo adiesa into once ensure snow your time for snow, and we have time for sun. Your winter and your summer, your spring. And yes, who say there is a season for problems, there is a season for uncomfortable situations, and there is a season for victory. And only Anopa as our word of motivation. Do not be perturbed by the situation you find yourself in right now. It might be difficult. Brony Becker says it's easier said than done, because open national rare. I agree, I understand, I've been there. I've gone through it and still going through it. But don't be defined by the situation you find yourself in now. My hope in doing him say hope wa bibia be at the amount. Let your hopes, not your head, shape your future. Manujo.
Yeah, I think you've said it all, but to add a little, make us say after life, the most important ingredient you need in your life is hope. After one corner, hope really is the next, before even love. Because if you have hope, it helps you to have all the arsenals to face the future. Because then life will move on. But then what you call into the future, it helps you focus and believe that everything good can happen to you. You become cautiously optimistic of the future once you have hope. Because the state of hopelessness there, it just says one kasana and as when you're ready after giving it to God, so like you said in the start, a lot of people have trusted people and it has really caused them a lot. But after hope, that is what will bring you the confidence you need to bounce back into whichever situation you find yourself. I know sometimes you can say people are motivational speakers and he who feels it knows it. I know it is hot with the wound maintain our but at the end of the day, you were not there, and idea born hope. A lot of suicide have happened to people because they lost hope. Say, oh, you may do it there, and it does so be it's better I leave this world. But make sure we are seeing it there. Reverend Boafo said God did not give you 70 years to come and lose hope. He gave you 50 years, 70 years that come and enjoy life. And it's all its blessings and fullness. And potholes will be on the road. But the hope that you keep are the substance of things that you hope to get and things that even you don't hope for. In those situations, when you hope, you GDA said good things can happen to you. Build all the confidence, have all the trust, and envisage all the positive things in life. So for me, hope, like I said, comes just after life. When you are pray, hope. And once you have hope, you have GDA, said things will be better. Even the Satan and all those who dislike people will shudder at the thought that in the midst of your storm, you still look like a very strong man, because with the GDA now you are walking into the future. Like you said, I remember so well. A lot happened to you. About 3 days ago, I say you are very strong. Yeah. Really, all these things happen to you. Hey, then you're a strong man. But it looks like it never happened because you have a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Until Bian fire the awful. But like Lumba will say that GDA hope is what you need after life, and everything else will come to you.
Okay, that is our word of motivation. Richway Auto School at Daruma and Anopa Bia, my tweeding crunch assembly. So open Richway Auto School. That is open driver's license. Permit no problem. Who to mean and now what team. Yes, or driving in yet about your Richway Auto School. Obebo no ajo driver's license e de amount omonoma ye adwuma na che said that be American o buy ho a ni ba cho examiner na do police na examiner na do be ko road test no o me fa nko RMV na wo nko RMV o mo be buy yen ho ba bi o mo do be fa bi ayen di kind of fa wansa friend 508-459-1331 508-459-1331 eno ye office line cell phone here 774-386-2534 774-386 2534 ɛno no ɛyɛ obi a opɛ driver's license ɛyɛ Richway Auto School ɛna ɔwɔ from ɔmo na ɛbɛboa na ɔmo agye driver's license de ama Manucho quickly yɛnhwɛ radio no wɔ Worcester ne nti sɛ ɔmo so benefit yɛnhwɛ sɛ deɛ nnɛ weather report no sitie ene kaisa yesi bi usumi fufurum nti ne yedi nkranhyesem a fa ni da so ho de ma say no matter what will come to you in the month of March, believe said there is hope, and if you have hope, you have everything. And there weather report no so say na tie dan auto repairs here kan tell say say upia there is wind advisory na just en frama ebefa, but temperature no to see 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Maximum energy March day dikan yebenya 44. And that will be between the hours of 12 p.m. Ekopim 3 p.m. By 4 p.m. ebe drop down to 42. 5 na 39. 6 p.m. ebe 37. 8 ebe 32. Kopim se ebe bo na jo du ba kwa yebe ura ochinemu no ebe drop to the 20s, and by 10 p.m. ebe 28, and then by 11 p.m. it's going to be around 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Inti Shannon Sumami say and so far it's beautiful this morning, but there's wind advisory, and by 1 to 2 p.m. no there is indication say we will have some few showers, drizzles, and sube to me at all and talk giddy pa. According to the forecast, we have only 37% chance at 1 p.m. and then 31% chance at 2 p.m. We'll have some few drizzles per the forecast around 1 and 2 p.m. But apart from that, and there you come 41 right now, and maximum will be 44. The lowest temperature we'll have for the day will be around 11 p.m. and that is going to be around 26 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is your weather for the morning, brought to you by Dan Auto Repairs. Dan Auto Simin Kancho say car no problem bia wenya ewumbia no fabreng 45 Fremont Street na NCC amount engine problem sansu na shock absorbers, any type of mechanical issue, oil change ni nyina no fabre ura dan so ewo Dan Auto Repairs. Omo daruma na yede weather report ni bro. Yekofa gudi on sama yabo ano quickly within the next 13 minutes no dia bro na yatesi and sama na so epie mu na. Before that my main chair menu about Augustina ama kisiwa tina. Augustina ama kisiwa tina. Osi hope. Osi what happened to you tina? We konkonsa. You already know what happened to me. Oza baby Zam say what happened to you konkonsa. Anyway, good morning to you and Makonta Eric. Mo Virginia and I'm sharing ATN live. Augustina ama kisiwa tina, formerly of Capital Radio. Only list over Yesu Bukasin. Mechao ama mejirisa ho ya no pen. Manujo tina so chao.
Yes. Mesomejene super. I mean, ardent viewer and listener, and very close to you. So a very good morning to her. I mean, Yanko say na at least time is money and time is everything. So being your time no detail, that means at least we're doing a good job, and they take a lot from it. And we are, like we say, we are like vessels. I'm happy with the way you started. The end you are just anchors. The show is for them, and everything we're doing here is for ourselves, God, country, and everything. It's a very good morning to everyone. Like you said, weather no. I think for now we are in winter. And some of these things are expected. Now, I'm not sure how to live your life doing some of the weathers. But from personal experience, they're coming to the studio. It looks like very good weather. The temperature looks okay. So we'll be new month, good weather, good temperature. Just maximize it so that at least when the colder moments come, be like an ant. You make hay while the sun shines, or when you have good weather, then the rest can follow.
Unity Radio 1039 Abuja for Yanko Fagudi on Sama Yabo Abu Anono Peka Cram Family, and this is how we take to the sporting field here.
Unity Radio. You know, we know radio.
I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me, so stand up.
I have vision that I believe in, and I know I can count on me because I have hope, and I want you to do the same. Abusuafo ya mamunyi na chema mwakwa ba bra so say no penso agudi on samwa mosomfo no wa opoku jamfi aka opo national maboaboa no mehwie ni nyina gu ma monam hu ensam so a ehwie gu agoprama so na wotwetwa mu ba before I do na memfa seda kese piesie de mo den entumi ema menua bema Nana Boateng all the way in Canada. Nana, I salute you. Me too, Chema. I dove off my heart for you. Me jiri za woni abusuafo amwo Canada. Munyina mo ho ye. Ye cha ekwan kese pa so. Nana Boateng. Yada CP for bibia Eshira and count. Yentin si agoprama so ne nkofa agudi onsam. Emfa emro. And I know Kasa that's like a party, my big Olu Beauty and Baby Hair Salon, UTI 687 Millbury Street, Obesies 31 man Fefe. I'm not cheap cold store, say brand nebediga, nebi biansun twin concan 54 and 58 Hamilton Street, and Nambia Opebia, Oba I bet you training and so the amount. Golden Pampana, fish trana dead, and me say. Obe bra Anochi cold store se si ane de ye koye 54 Hamilton and 58 ehwa udi dwa uwi na utwitwa nam nyina na je se ugina baby fa ko na ye obibia na bibia nso koso ono nso boy nchidom na ye de agudie wunsam e de bro anopai Kwaku shoes ane Anochi Chrome restaurant so se men kan che se de me pa cho wo de foforo ba eno no e wo off pack half kani baby ana tintin buffet wono ehwa na Anochi Chrome annex no a 2 coast square brand nebedi dia dipa na bonsampa Kwaku shoes he's a game changer ono so ebo enchidom na ene ye de agudie wunsam bro. Now, my Premier League matches ni bitumi ekoso Ghana's edition of El Clasico etumi ekoso na ansa na yede no ebeba no ma me fan to anim say ene ya me no e ka say Accra House of Folk coach Samuel Boadu according to exclusive report name etumi ababisojwa from Ghana Soccer Net ne kire say papa no sika obeji e de agunu botom no be receive 70,000 Ghana cedis as an enticement fee na eno dan chan so abosumi bia manucho da ha wo puncheje dollars no owura reference Kusi Mobodu ebeji $2,500 as monthly salary our Ghana Giants from say Accra House of Folk Samuel Bodu in fear Mako Aduasanim. He's 35-year-old and he's expected to be announced as the new coach of the Phobian fraternity Nyami Adma and no last week Obeka said papa no ye adwuma edema mediama and no resigning ewo mediama na exclusive reporter yensa kan che say has ni wie bibia no and attending in his resignation. Now the Ghanaian powerhouse are hoping the new Gayfer can provide a financial return on the club's investment after bringing him to the capital. Boadu ebeji 70,000 Ghana cedis as enticement, 2,500 monthly salary plus performance related bonuses. And no NSCA the Ababeto Janti has finally after say Maswe Kunodu any other coaches nina turning has down omu enya new coach in the person of Samuel Boadu na and also any and someone and etumi ababeto edwa Kumasi Asante Kotoko ne Accra House of Folk de Boni ewo Ghana Premier League na de kowie ene se has anhye Kotoko anhye na ni nyina mu no de kowie ene se mepacho Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene di kanya penalty in the first half nanso wo mo antumi anfa penalty no anto atenam sanso na House of Folk enso enya penalty in the second half has enso antumi anfa penalty no anto atenam enti at the end of the day ekowie no na Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene Accra House of Folk Ghana's edition of El Clasico ekoso no obi antumi anto no yonko Atena Abrante Offenser Reiterates had other ideas saving from the post. 2 minutes later, Heart of Folk created a huge opportunity. Now, no and to me, Kusi baby, and he has MSA penalty. Kotokonsu MSA penalty. Na minim say ABS da Kotoko any opportunity in the 4th minute after Kwame Opoku was brought down by Nuru Sule. Ena Reiterates just say mi hu bi da say Ghana pa edition of El Clasico Kotoko ne has na has as a Kotokodika say penalty in the 4th minute na has nso say penalty in the second half minim se bi asi dadia Manucho Maganda wa ha mejemu mana obeba ba ni nyina mu enso e de amount at the end of the day no de kowie and they say Kotoko eshe baako ema has enso eshe baako na Kotoko ne has match e course no eno na bi mu keka say in fact nyame anim ni sensuo bo aka say bo men ka say pete me so soccer pundit omo madi ball bo achi both from Kotoko ne has ending na no omo nsem omo kan say Kotoko ne has abobo wo Ghana ama omo hwe bi da na say match na time pa match akotoko ne has abo a time pa ne de omu betumi aka ene say no match akotoko ne has boy enipa baako a odi san semi abetudwa any owura friend say Aziz Haruna ubeka former Accra Heartfolk management member Aziz Haruna future Nasma Oka and he said Sunday Kotoko has match or bueno. It was the worst Kotoko has game he's ever watched. And any and someone and they Haruna Aziz and so Eddie Ababetu Ija was a match no Adiana airtime pa Nyadiana efe bako na no na Accra Heartfolk coach say and ye pa become interim coach I friend Samuel Ninoy what say has a creative chances are now san come to me e share omo bitter and omo arch rivals Asante Kodoko now so ni nyina mu no and to me anko ye what say we came with a game plan although we kept it secret it worked to perfection but we couldn't get the final connection right. I have realized that the act of goal scoring is something that is learned, or you have to be a talented goal scorer. And I'm still learning as a coach, and I hope I could change that. Then some of the other just say born the omo ball. Now so see for born into what no. And no about has of folk omo dajene. Na Ogusua Osuya o jidi se enchekra no. Obetumi asesane yoma ama has and so etumi afa no ntoma panso so etumi efra na je se no so ede a ene etumi ababeto edwa enso so ewo ho eno no ntisesi ade Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene Accra House of Folk match no sesi ane de chese amanfo chese match no match bia na time papa it was a difficult game against House of Folk Latif Anabila enso dia odi ababeto edwa ono Kumasi Asante Kotoko midfielder o chese match amne has ball no enra no match bia na mu odin pa na so obe ne den nanka Kotoko epe win anye ye no womo ebefa no saa na jese no so de nei atumi ababeto edwa enso so ewo ho eno no yefiro ne ya twansam so pa de na ye ko Ghana national under 20 team Black Satellite and I know I say Ghana receive a massive boost ni nyina say Ghana mrante amugina kono amuko semi final stage of the under 20 nations cup ekoso Africa no ye mrante mako miensa epreprai nanka Ghana yen semi final bout aye kono nyade a nanka omo betumi abobi ye ne Gambia kai se ena ebo nanso ene de nyame ayadom abrante friend say Mohammed Suleimana Patrick Mensah and Benjamin Aloma omo nyina are returning to training alongside their teammates. Now Suleimana MSA Ghana a game and Cameroon nebo and due to injury. Patrick Mensah also had to be stretched off after having suffering a cramp. And Benjamin Aloma so is yet to feature for the Black Satellite, but we're training actively with the squad. Offering coach, a friend said Abdul Karim Zito some selection boost ahead of the game. Now during pre-match conference, no, omu etumi holdu no enra, and a coach, a friend said Abdul Karim Zito added to just 3 players, no, they are still carrying injuries and may not be ready for the game. Now so or just said there, omo tumi abatrenia. Bibianso Ekoso Manucho Maganda at the time of the match. Any day of the match, no, bro, later on the show. Now, you're trying so there. Now, you're quite kofa. And some bakumi miensemi so aba e de aba to edwa abrante fan say eye kojo asamoa obekaya emre bi atwam Ghana mrantom si akan wa monane ono na na fly high the flag of Ghana osi akan de ma Juventus eche ofri ho e no call Inter Milan and I know I say Cagliari manager I friend say Leonardo Edi Ababetu ya say Ohupise Kojo Asamoah will be in full condition, saying he will be decisive for the club. Asamoah joining Cagliari in January transfer window. Making a debut on Sunday and subsequently Oboy Amomutumi Eshe Crotone Kamienua Omontumi Antibi. Now Oba off in the 77 minutes for João Pedro and make some incursions in the game. Now no. And according to the coach, the former Inter Milan Juventus midfielder will be a key element for the club's salvation, and that hoping to get him in condition as soon as possible. Say Samoa Bola or boy up to 77 minutes, no boy, and on a man who to reading Kunim. Ono na beyo omu savior abuama omu so tumi stay in the Italian Serie A na eno so edia eni ababeto edwa enso so ewo ho eno no aha eye Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo so ye de bibia everything news ade ebro agudi onsema Anopa bia ye boaboa no de bro no eno ana waso gusu a sabre utie na de ten se Kwame Opoku a ono ebo Kumasi Asante Kotoko penalty a ose no wase nyame anim ni ne wira ho na opa Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters nyina cha opa se wantumi amfa ball no anto otenem wɔse kɔtɔkɔfoɔ kɔ match wɔ mu no ɛyɛ ade a na ɔmo amini sɛ kwan biara so ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo tumi edi nkunim nanso ankɔba no saa no ɔno ɛna ɔkyerɛ sɛ waha team no ɛsiane sɛ ɔno di kan de penalty no to atena mu a ebi kora nke bu ha so folk abam ɛma kɔtɔkɔkɔ ahead ɛkɔhyɛ more goals nti ɛnɛ kwampoku se kɔtɔkɔfoɔ momfa nkyɛ no yɛ na anyɛ yie nyɛ na botae ne sɛ na ɔbɛsɛ penalty ama no saa nti he is apologizing to the fans na emu mo kyerɛ match no match bi a na emu ɛdin ye pa na ɛno nso ɛde a ababeto edwa ɛno no ba yɛmfa nto atiefo anim sɛ two teams no so far obia wɔ 24 points apa abakɔtɔkɔ ɛwɔ outstanding game a ɛwɔ sɛ 2 games ɛsɛ ɔmo tumi ɛbɔ na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno nso de a ɛnɛ atumi ababeto edwa enso ɛwɔ ɛno no aha ɛyɛ Unity Radio 103.9 yɛn kɔhwɛ ama no ne nsɛm quickly because of time constraint na yɛmfa league results ana ɔtwe wie etumi kɔ so wɔ Europe ni nyinaa nso ɛmfa ɛmrɛ mo na monhu sɛneɛ games no nso esi ɛkɔɔyɛ ɛde ɛfa sɛ wokɔpiem na wokɔhwɛ matches a akɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Italy ɛne Spain ɛne France ɛne England na ɛyɛ ade a ano ɛhye papa the biggest of all weekend yi wɔ England na yɛ Manchester United ɛne Chelsea ɛkɔwie sɛn Saturday no games ɛkɔ so ɛnie quickly sɛ wokɔpiem ɛwɔ Germany Bayern Munich ɛhyɛ Cologne 5-1 Borussia Dortmund ɛhyɛ Arminia Bielefeld former Isaac Boachi team 3-0 Stuttgart twea Schalke 5-1 Wolfsburg etwa Hertha Berlin 2-0 ɛna RB Leipzig ɛnso twa Mönchengladbach ɛyɛ 3-2 Saturday no in the Premier League Manchester City etwa West Ham United eka mienu ema omo timu baako West Brom twa Brighton eka baako a omo antumi anti Leeds United tena fie ema Aston Villa epini omo ka baako a omo pre ya omo antumi anti Newcastle United also shared the spoils with Wolverhampton Wanderers ebi obi ato no yonko atena eka baako Spain La Liga no Eba ene Huesca obi ahye baako Sevilla tena fie Barca etwa omka mienu omo antumi anti bi Alaves tena fie Osasuna hye 1-0 ana Getafe nso etwa 10-man Valencia eka miensa baako kra omo antumi anti so kopiem ewo Italy now obi a woni gi Italian Serie A no ho a team reference Spezia any Parma bo 2-2 Bologna twa Lazio 2-0 ana Verona so ne Juventus eko atipenkon obi ato ne onko atena eka baako wo France Bordeaux tena ho ma Metz hye omo 2-1 ewo Bordeaux fie ana Dijon etena fie Paris Saint-Germain etwa omeka 9 baako kra no omo antumi ante enra Premier League games eko so Samson alco Spain so ebi ko so Germany Union Berlin any Hoffenheim ebo 1-1 Mainz 05 etena fie ma Augsburg etwa omeka baako a wo mo antumi ante Leverkusen tena fie Freiburg twa no kamienu ema Leverkusen tumi ti kanmu eye baako Spain Celta de Vigo ni Valladolid ebo 1-1 Cadiz etena fie Betis etwa no baako Granada ekere se echefo obeko ananso points no omo ni omo nche omo twa omo 2-1 ena Villarreal esu tena fie ema Atletico Madrid ekotwa omo ekamienu a baako kra no omo entumi anti wasira amu enrano Sampdoria tena fie ma Atlanta twa no 2-0 Crotone tena fie Cagliari twa no 2-0 Inter kodwa asama game na America no Inter Milan enso etumi twa Genoa ekamiensa ema Genoa entumi anti ekan baako kra Udinese enso ekere se Fiorentina ne omo beko ne omo Anopa sorim eka baako no mo de Fiorentina emoto omo entumi anti Napoli etwa Benevento eka mienu ema Napoli edi nkunima Benevento entumi anti baako kra na AC Milan so kɔhye Roma eka mienu ema AS Roma team baako Rome abonten so Monaco twa Brest Monaco etwa Brest Manucho best team.
Yeah, my team. You know I love Brest a lot. They've done well. We're from luscious Brest. They find themselves in France. Into team TC more there. First in division, to see about division 1. So you are now a big Brest. Until people respect us a lot. Brest. Now you don't like Brest?
Mamin Twazo.
One pound.
Mean support to him, David.
One per Brest, one petrol. You don't like paying your taxes. You don't like taxes. You don't like the team Brest.
Now
what else do you like?
Taxes paid home.
You don't like paying your taxes? A 12 and a Brest. Who doesn't like them?
Ah, now we are 12 home. Me cut team France.
Yeah, I wouldn't say by 1 or 6 Roma by April 15th you have to do your taxes.
No. Taxes paid home.
Now you're educated. So you want to run away from educating?
No, yeah, sports. And I'm saying, Brest the team will support them.
Yes.
And now taxes paid.
When you say me to me fee, someone told me say me remind them say by May April 15th. Oh, obi ati kromas here. By April 15th.
Obi Ben.
James Adabuga unim.
Angels no Lons also about 2-2. Lorraine Chasin the 2-1. Nimes any Nons about 1-1. Rams etna fieni Montpellier Quantipenko bi and Shebi. Lille any Strasbourg bo 1-1. And now have France draw. Monaco and a share Brest. But apart from
there are a lot of there's Brest, there's draws. What else don't they have? They have draws, they have Brest.
Olympic Marseille, no Olympic Lyon, Equity Benko, Biashan Yokweka. Oh God.
No one can say draws or
Enra, me say on board draws.
So a lot of draws.
A lot of draws.
See, draws or draws. What is it?
Oh my goodness. In the Premier League, Crystal Palace ni Fulham obi an shebi Leicester tenafie the Gunners ehye omo kam yensama Leicester timu baako Tottenham she Burnley kanan ema Burnley antumi antibi Chelsea ni Manchester United ekwati penko obi antumi anto no yonkwa ena eye Sheffield United tenafie. Finally the hoodoo Liverpool losing streak was brought to an end. Womu etwa Sheffield eka mienu ema Sheffield entumi anti ekanimu eye bakokra nti wey any games ekoso enra nyame ya aduma ene mepacho games ni bi ebekoso uko England Everton any Southampton ebo yenye krom ha American Eastern Standard Time 3 p.m. Everton any Southampton. Real Madrid uko Spain almost any eye Real Sociedad ena ebebo eno no so eye 3 o'clock ena ekoso. Nti these are games ekoso ewo eye Spain na chese no so edia ebekoso no ntiene one game in Spain and one game in England na chese eno so edie eno Timonsha no so na Everton is Southampton eye game of interest ebe quite a KG encounter eno bekoso ene nti nia ebe piem bia no so yebema moaso ate erade de chen a ochena yemfa agudi onsam nisia na menko Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita Lamolina mempe me ho asem nso eho yesi fish in the friend of Pompano not Pampana and the natures are not wa deden kwa nochi ne tai bono Pampana Pampana golden Pampana onza oni menua Augustina Makusi wa tena
yes
oye aduane chen oba bia obo aduane rough
okay
ono na say fish ne friend no Pompano fish not Pampana ti ese me friend not trading because wa mama tin wo because on ka golden Pampana
me was say Pompano they are marine fishes yeah it's Pompano fish but come what some more slides in na
Edepa one of my favorite
and they am maybe because it looks meaty, it looks very
yeah anochi trading wa kwajibi
and spicy pa
come up
the pictures are here, you need to watch them and they are huge. I mean they are beautiful.
They are not trading see you ubodi na bonidi hm because me ton fish
okay
una ton fish na nimu
okay Pompano
but yeda Augustina Amakisiwa Tina ase
Tina netwa enipone ya mpese meti
Augustina Amakisiwa Tina
you can't miss it. It's one unique name the whole world with. Very intelligent, very brave, very smart.
Manujo Yanko, your take on the sporting story.
Yeah, I think I'll start from the Kotoko Hearts clash. You know say na outstanding game and someone was the any idea no more push here and it couldn't come any better than this moment. And I don't know what Aziz Fota. I wanted to read about him. He has problem with the Hearts board. I'm more complaining for some time. He's not happy with them. So I think any influencing because you saw I even had to vent my frustration. I'll be crying on my friend. I'm meeting up for about 2 hours. So I think in terms of quality and end-to-end action, the commentary I listened to, it was good. I think it's one game. That same time now, Manchester United Chelsea game 2 was on. But I think maybe like I said, local commentary there sometimes. But me listening, I realized the end-to-end action. It had everything that Ghana football has been missing for some time, and it lived up to the expectation as far as the Super Clash is concerned. I mean, from Ghana's version of the Classical, but you are sticking to a Super Clash, the Super 2, and they sold themselves better. There was that general belief that this was the time Kotoko should avenge, if not revenge, that 4-0 debacle around 2000 almost suffered at the hands of Oseko for Dumbo teacher still at that magic number over them. No? Because Hearts were going into this game without a substantive coach. After Walker say, I'm senior team coach, I'm okay, there.
But game no can Asante Kotoko board and Kasanzua Kasa say Kotoko players no more than one so
their midfield was weak. They had their midfield there's an off day. off day at all, but had to focus to live up to the billing because they were going in handicapped. People felt that this is a Kotoko chance to beat out to focus. This was the time. It
should be now.
But maybe it was their home away from home, their favorite Accra Sports Stadium. Although history, legends also and history has said that Kotoko Accra, I remember the days of Francis Bosman, I'm going to share 1-0 even in that Cab game be a boy and Confederations Cup and Kotoko Magic 1-1. I'm going to return the favor. So as far as I'm concerned, it was a beautiful game. Just that there are some few questions we need to ask ourselves to. 2 penalties, glorious penalties, like you said. Kotoko 3rd, 4th minute, Omunya penalty. Although hard today, I know there's a bit of controversy. Sabalora was off the line. My videos be, but but that's why people are thinking about a VAR idea for now because Boafo try to eliminate some of these things that a goalkeeper should be on this line. You can move on the line, but you don't have to move off the line. But yes, I had for no complaining about it. But hey, some of these things are in football. So for me, it's a good game. It's a good sellout for our football. Although it's been on just on start times. Also, no, I have a bit of say. Your friend Nika say I shouldn't cry about spelt milk. Ya pound, you pay to watch it. Ghanaians should also find a way around it. So good game, but we need to learn from some of this. One thing I learned is that in terms of penalties, we are still a weakling. We need to learn. So one of the highest points, take your 2 expert penalty kickers, they get there and they fluff it. One in Puameja, but the second one also missing. It calls for alarm, said they should train in that direction too, because football, on the eve of it, you get to a tournament, happy that under 20 were able to do it. But for everything, I am particularly happy to see such a game. In the midst of coronavirus, it brought all the excitement. They saw Ghana football very well, but at least goals should have made it more ravishing. But it doesn't take anything away from the team. Second one, very under 20. I mean, they haven't, just like you said, and then 4 p.m. GMT. That's the time they'll be playing their Gambian counterpart. Gambia finished 2-1 in the win. But I've listened to Karim Zitonia, the players, because they understand very well that there's no second chance at this moment. The first time it's a wake-up call. They won 4-0 against Tanzania. Drew with Morocco. Were beaten 2-1 by Gambia. Gambia went on to win 2-0 over Central African Republic. It tells you that at least they know how to navigate some of these things. And I've listened to them, their coach, talking about the fact that they are more poised because we share we have a final and relatively final. Uganda, Tunisia, and everybody other semi-final. So once you navigate this one, chances of winning the trophy is high. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is the final before the final. Time 4 p.m. GMT, time. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern time. Now,
program they cost na be update
exactly by 11 you best starting our mama update on it, and I think it's our toughest task this time around because I'm sharing 2-1, so they are more motivated. But like you said, 3 players now win Bobby against Cameroon,
and they are not a team and
they shouldn't.
Ghana might have underestimated them.
Yes, and we have a second chance to it, a revenge. We put the revenge or more boy now number boy, and luckily, like you said, no. Yeah, 3 players on 1-1 against Cameroon, and they are integral parts of the team. They are now coming back, so I think that they are rejuvenated. Mohamed Suleiman, Patrick Mensah, Benjamin Aloma, they have recovered out of injury to play in this game. So I think for me, it's a bigger bet for them that at least they have to revenge for themselves so that they get to the final. I mean, so Baby, Gambia is the only obstacle, and you having the chance against them will be good. So, like I said. Tunisia, Uganda, they'll be easier to, and the final will be on March 6th. But as it stands down, the Yenshewe, the chance now, then quickly, and I think the next one will be Abuche, some of the games that were played.
Yeah.
The most controversial one had to be the Chelsea Manchester.
Manchester, yeah.
Exactly that, but whether it's a penalty or not, I took the pains to really look at it and listen a lot. But you see, yeah, clear cut. That's why I think that maybe refereeing Atwell, maybe he doesn't have the bigger
Stuart Atwell.
Yes, to really make this decision.
I don't know why. Is it because the ball was against Chelsea? Because BBC for the first time I disrespect him, and I'll say this on air. No, my disrespect him.
But people write the stories and they have their biases.
That's but BBC should be for
fair
all.
And just.
Yeah, for all.
Yes, they should
but
give the raw
BBC to me say Manchester United denied a penalty in a boring draw with Chelsea and now in a stomach with Chelsea. Now me are very disappointed.
But that's the most high point of the
Chelsea
game. Chelsea
in Manchester United first leg. Harry Maguire, Spiliqueta Kwangum, and the BBC and to me and Chorosa.
I agree. That's
that penalty. And the controversial one and Ramo Peno. Manucho, with your experience as a sports journalist and your objectivity, which one was more glaring?
The Aspliqueta one was very conspicuous for us all to see. I don't know how he missed it. Magwason when the ball
Emma Patrice Evra crowd or former Man U captain tonight TV Suka say he doesn't know what the referee was thinking.
Yes.
2 years ago, Chelsea against Manchester United, the same Harry Maguire at double stampo. Was it Victor Moses?
Yes.
He was supposed to be red carded.
I agree.
Yellow cry money be.
And the intention was the man double leg. In the 9 because the intention was to hurt. I agree. I
was very disappointed with BBC. Honestly, I trust BBC so much. I think renowned broadcasting enterprise.
And you see, every station they give the raw data for people to make their judgments. I think that's what BBC is noted for. We don't trust subjective articles like
they
shouldn't have. I mean, giving it a strong
Caputin in a contentious state. Man U denied controversial penalty.
Yes,
but Manchester United denied a penalty in a draw with Chelsea.
It's emphatic.
One making statement said the ball was a penalty, but the referee just didn't give it.
I agree with you because
meanwhile the same Harry Maguire any Aspliqueta bukacho wa buni kacho and the man can was
wako share there wako share the man picture no the wedding they gave to that one
they did it. That's why make us me after game I go back and read the repeatable ways.
I know but you see with this one, that one was more glaring. I agree. The VAR was.
As a woman, I see what say. Manchester United is England team.
2 years ago, not VAR.
No. This year.
Oh, okay.
Any more return. You can ball draw 0-0 under Frank Lampard
at Old Trafford. No?
Yeah. 0-0 Old Trafford.
So I don't know. No Janechi. And Aspliqueta was closer to his the goal line of Manchester City. Or trainer for him not to get an access to.
I know the BBC.
But also way now you see there are two angles.
And Manchester coach, is crying. He's crying in the pre-match, post-match interview. Penalty.
Oh yes, it depends where you sit. If you sit on the Manchester side, I'll be so disappointed. But if on the Chelsea side too, it will be like you see. The truth is that me who wins first, me who Callum Hudson-Odoi in the first. But what share wins on look sharp. I think he was also trying to control the ball with his hand. Into the ball look sharp. You see, that is where the intentions. So that's what did the honourable, but to give a dead ball situation because it will be very comical and suicidal.
Because Manchester player deliberately made an attempt to control the ball.
Tried in the yes, exactly. Yeah, forgive us if the names I've missed the names, but I remember so either Lukshaw or Greenwood. I'm not so sure of the player.
Greenwood.
I think it's Greenwood. It was Greenwood rather. Lukshaw also was trying hard to use his hand to control the ball. Into the Sakrana, a ball has not done inside the far ball. But I saw Greenwood no grab on yeah, exactly a born on a born, but to be first time. But I saw doing so was too stretched into that position. But I think he did honorable thing. You see, footballer, you should be a good fan. You don't have to cry over needless situations like this. Maybe about 4 years ago, I resolved seven better now referee. We can talk about it, whether I saw it, whether it's hard, but to put all your problems and burden on the referee there, I think it's not just. You have 90 minutes to create chances. It's one chance been away now. Although other school of thought believe that football is over 90 minutes. When the teams are equally matched, even a badly given throw in as a corner kick can bring the difference in results. Why you need professional and astute referees who can cut deception here there. But Actual did not really because in any case, or Japan or Jema United is a penalty or Jema Chelsea is just a foul to be played. So United looks like they are the biggest. They were hit bigger. But on the scale of the game, I think it was a fairly balanced game. Chelsea started so well, but getting to the dying numbers of the first half, they lost out.
What Oligona Solskjaer and some kind after the
tell
game.
Me after the interview. No.
Or say Oligona Solskjaer say Frank Lampard Eka say Chelsea Manchester United nya penalties too much. Yani omo game na.
Yes.
And he doesn't know why referees favor Man U when it comes to penalties because Aspliqueta there na ye in the corner. Say Chelsea Kebejeta into or see a nunti na ama say referees any penalties in Man U. How can that
would be his standpoint. The truth was United were getting a lot of penalties. Yeah, Bob Bruno Fernandes is DNA because of the penalty. Maybe because he's so good at it, he hardly misses a penalty. He has a success rate almost 100%. In Tiama, heightened. But the truth is, we share top six.
Referees are being swayed by outside influences.
Well, you see, EPL now, people say, why do they grant interviews after games? To sell the game, to make it controversial. And you see, the point is that all your interview, maybe saw that controversial moment, and he expects you to talk. Maybe the likes of Moreno Mono had a way that men kasa. But the more you watch it, and I believe they might have a second look at it, and they have video analysts there to really bring perspectives to it. Into the more I watch, when we say United should have had this penalty. In any case, Arthur, what was he thinking? So, but
Man United denied penalty in Dawa draw at Chelsea.
You see, it has taken all the shine of what you can report about the game. But I believe that is also the point. But so Greenwood too also, and can so Yinesa. You see, sometimes I blame. So I'm a player. I can say, I saw that in a Saba. Why don't you just pull yourself? Then I clear. Arsenal penalty. Look at how it happened. I mean, Didi or Chebono, nobody was there. It was so controversial. Nobody's talking about it. But in any case, they still have. Unfortunately, I think Chelsea are the biggest losers because they had that fine opportunity to put the chase on United. All of a sudden, takes the draw. They have a game against Liverpool. Against Everton, putting them in a very dangerous situation if they want to be in the top four, because Liverpool is also doing well. They had to do the job.
I don't think they are doing well.
As in winning that game,
they did well yesterday.
Yes,
fine.
They did well yesterday, but using just yesterday's game, at least they are in contention. You can't write them off. I don't think that they are off. They are too much off the mark. It makes it more beautiful.
Off the mark in terms of the title?
Top four. The top four.
Okay.
The title, I think reality has dawned on them. I think any Liverpool fan who still believes they can win the trophy in a day, I mean, he might be on some high grade, which is also possible. Football, anything can happen. Mathematically, they still have. Mathematically, they still points to fight for.
By everything, they beat Messi.
No, but mathematically, they've not lost out.
On to me. They
have lost. They are on some
I
high
can
grade,
make a bold claim. They have lost out.
High grade painkillers. I mean, like it's. But media, reality is that they are off the mark. Even United in Pono, they are still believing by birthday. I mean, about 10 points off the top. You don't really make those things. But there's still a lot of points to fight for. They're over 30 points. You are still in contention. Anything can really happen. And for Arsenal too, it was good news really getting it over Leicester. I think they did not start well, but this time against Aston Villa, they lost out early. But when you have confidence in about back this time around, then a bit of hope against the backdrop. Say, and we as Ghanaians was happy to see Third Party over at least the last 10 to 30 minutes of the game, and he showed his class. Third Party, I think that he was the reason why the middle of Arsenal started gelling, because at the point in time they were losing out. So it has been a good weekend. I'm happy for Messi too. At least he had a goal in there. Even in his worst season, he has 19 goals, leading the La Liga to goal scoring chart. You are your budget, Suarez has 16, so it tells you that by Messi's so high standards now affecting and Convoca say it has been a bad season. For Juve, a point of interest too, although they are about 10 points off the top, or more one game are standing. I'm expecting them to get results, at least to be in contention. But sure, Inter Milan is up there. There is AC Milan to closely following them, a difference of 1 point. Ronaldo also gets a goal, but they get to draw, cruciating draw. Yeah, Sociedad, Real Madrid. A lot has been said, but there was this interesting story about Barcelona for
Bartomeu corruption. Yes, Barcelona corruption galore.
Exactly.
President police is invading Barcelona office.
Exactly. Two big men, head of legal team, another man. And interestingly, what they did was that they paid a company to do smear campaign against their own players. And then I meant to say why they would do that, including Messi. It looks like in the past 6 years, and you achieved 2 top presidents. I mean, it tells you that a lot is not Barcelona.
All is not well.
Yeah, there are a lot of glory now on the pitch. They're really soiling it with some of the pitch incidents, and it's making football look bad and bizarre. But for everything, it's a good week. I think that football continues. Maybe time your time I say basketball soccer cry.
So time yeah. Celtics we won yesterday, but
yes, and it was a clutch moment. I mean, Tatum for all the bad news, he did well yesterday. But at a point in time, 47 seconds for about 46, 47 seconds,
45 seconds. No,
they were 5 points.
5 points.
So it tells you that at least now 17-17, like you said, I'm not bad kakrano. They don't stand a chance.
We should beat Washington without stressing.
They need another alpha male. Tatum is not back. They are not really supporting Castle in Yard. They need another one. A Davis. Maybe Tatum can be or LeBron James, but they need a Davis. And Bradley Beal will not be a bad choice for them. But like you said, time on you better start BBA more because I think it's of more interest here. It was interesting to know cause women, ladies in Adina. We'll talk about them next time. But hey, let's concentrate home. Where you come from.
Unity Radio 103.9. Let's concentrate home. where we come from. Anopa Bosuo na we near ne say yeba behwe ensem a piepie afi yeman Ghana enso emu na ene no na ebe ne say yebedi nkomodi afa Nana Addo danko Akufo-Addo nsem a ode abetu dwa no ho yebehwe vaccine no a aba Ghana still enipa isuru Nana Addo ne yira ko obi but na utie news a Peace FM de brain na Ghana for dodo na say oh mogazi ejimi sabi the mode won Nana Addo no ebi kura na nye vaccine mode trick like manu people are still harboring that fear say vaccine omo wa bibi beyo omo into omo ngo ye be hwe sansem no na free speech Manasseh Azure say Nana Addo buy no ama enye eni ho te se de na sese nke wo ho wo kasafa Nana Addo ho a enye favorable pe unwie ne abesoa enye the Ghana Nana Addo promised us and so eno no ye be hwe na other stories and then so you become a parliamentary correspondent ho I think there are some vettings going on and also so bebo imu na ehuni ekoso Ghana the seat of the the legislature and also na dia baba my kwanya na yenton ade ba akomienu pe na yemra sesia let's go for a short commercial break ye babaka na ye dia kan na etwam so high unity radio 103.9 Bosuo na we
Abrecha brabo and afemo. Se na be obenya driver's license kra and afem. Me ba America ma try nso en fada.
Ani eye no kure abrocha brabo na fomu nti na me kanfo Richway Auto School ediama no. Eho de unya piem a enhyehyɛ ne nyoma edi agu akwamti onua driver's license. Ebebo mu anya bisisi within the shortest possible time. So per classroom lessons and on the road lessons no problem kra within the shortest possible time no. Yebebo amwanya sani midie na wetimi edi abo adwuma. Kai na we say your professional driving instructors obebo mu ani so de wo so peso twika no ebebem.
It will just say Richway Auto School betuma bo ame. And menya license.
Yebeye yanka say road lessons evaluations at the amount. Yasanso am road textbook bi na aboa ma onimdie a wo pe no wonsa aka na de edekra ne say unko RMV enko nkoye road test no yebema examiner no aba yanka say office na waboa mu aye road test no babibia akoso. Enije se mewom kra ne say instructors I try de our Richways Auto Schools ni nyina aye Ghana fo into what yenkasa wode be nu adinkita ho ebeboa mu atweka no na bibia akonkan hwe yenchi kwan our 65 James Street Suite 207 Worcester MA 01603 yen office telephone numbers ni 508-459-1331 ana 774-386-2534.
We dear Richway Auto School made him who had dance pa.
Richways Auto Schools, your keys to safe and happy driving.
Oh la la! Mr. this year, muntie me na dia dia semdenam. Se de ni mo chi trading dada. Se Ghana ni mapapa nyina fie ni ho no. Saa no di costo yin so abreye. Ah, ubenya all your frozen products. Me kala meja dia ye wo fish ahodo nyina bi. Ebi ne tilapia, kruka, red fish, golden papano, mackerel, any fish ahodo nyina. Anochi costo obema opanchi na buganam, any nantwina ma anu so e depa, me che fresh one pa. Enteka bia ye bianso ubenya bi wanochi store. This is said, I confirm open chicken thigh, chicken legs, akukwa ni mwani nyina. I'm not trading. Ebe mo kama pa anusuo de. Open take tail, ubenya bi ho, open take na kasa musuo, ubenya bi ho. Na me de na confirm the crown the kumi. Anusuo de ye Ghana san pa.
Hey, chairman, and they say Christmas holidays e die ni die. Ye ni hawo.
Ye outdooring. When the parties are who do ye be here frozen products na. Ye how to echa. And now so say you wait when you more kama na be ma so ko ya na de ko e wabiane a anochi costo be bibia kama ade amount shisha anochi costo e 54 and 58 Hamilton Street, Worcester, Massachusetts at Traffic Market no so wa. You can call us for any reservation and clarification on 508-304-6768. Anochi costo na Jack maybe we can see mom tilapia nkwayo na mi bo biache that's a jump shot by na mekaya inflation crash on me boss
masa enye ohun boga ya ohun Ghana sanse kuntu hwa na chia na eko afisem hu hia papa ampa watena bro kirache de na eko so wunchi agira watia Unity Radio dia nka asase timi na da edam framamu se yo Unity Radio killer bia dadi
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
Okay, Obanyansa for Bunube on Kana, Sabusa for Mamma Chima Makwaba, Unity Radio 103.9. Anopa Bosuo so and our Sungua. Uti ya dai hokoton ade kakra ya sedaka se ma Rough Roofing Company motaye chi na dijumadi bro na afadwumaku kese Dan Auto Repairs ono so bo echidom Anochi Chrome Restaurant eka ho bi na Anochi Cold Store enso etaye chi Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon ono so eka ho bi na ye dijumadi Eddie bro, keep your messages coming on Facebook. Royal baby a chow Anopa ye jiri ho any nuanum a share on Facebook drop your comment ye beken kan nyina e de amama no cho yen get straight into action na yen hwe nsem a apiepie ye started from form na ye de aba be wiesro yen sha asem fan free Manasseh Azure then that story will have a common link with Kusi Boafo nsem a ono so de betu dwa Manasseh Azure say na nado danko Akufo-Addo e betena akonwa no so said ye na oye human rights lawyer an activist na kume preko nyina ono na ye no ka one would have thought to say ka afi na free speech no pa no ebe ye adwuma na nso se na na Dubai no wa attack free speech ukasa na mfavor no ukasa na criticize on na abanfo we anya death threat na messages na ya becho ene ade minim what your take on this particular story?
Yeah, I think it's a long one and I haven't even need time giving me so that I take some off.
No, dear, just
na post mission here some
program na yawa audio
exactly ti me person obi akra beba
nyanko
me bompa so obi amba
and there's any
yeah by bompa etia so far santibio etia no pa I mean I like his perspectives. It's really interesting to have him one of these days to grace it for us. Yeah, I think that Manasseh as a king me Genesis into here. You know, he wrote a comprehensive article on the page about media freedom near the media plurality near the and it stems from the fact I'm happy that when you parliamentary correspondence or Becca chain upon Chroma Minister for Information or for vetting, then it came up that it looks like media Ekofom, the media personalities in Ghana are living in abject fear near there, but what is the stance on it? No, can say only do him. And almost cite example say one Dr. Kakaribi Koka say Manasseh was taken to South Africa because he was being
because of his safety.
Yes, I'm militia. The castle, the then seat of government, castle. This is more you see for militia near there. MPP and their government were not happy and they started threatening him.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to call South Africa for his safety. Now man, so media, Ghana for media, one of the people association way. Now, could you bump Kromaka? You know him say for leisure. For then another person was cited at the TO said Okoka said one minister be resigned due to issues on some man a lot of threats near there at the tina there no say ono krano Kojon Pon Chromo to me friend on the Kasai near the na we say na then on the number you see they work Manasseh no Kojon Pon Chromo they used to work at multimedia and to name the power and number and the Manasseh said the very things they were condemning. It looks like reversal of roles now. Kojo Pon Kroma is defending because I was cited from a long time. You see, this same Manasseh did a false story about the Ford gift story. You know, I said that time Manasseh was the Minister for Information. Okay, so man protection cry. Okay, so because he did not feel threatened. But a militia we no. She said no escort or armed escort who sits in his car. Way Manasseh. Nti amokra na MPP for na kasa yen kra na ma escort near they no can say hey it looks like we are taking things for granted in the midst of having an escort doesn't mean that there is peace. It means that people are really following you. Okay, Sam Fantaman MP no we then the MP started saying that they all need protection. Amokra makumetuye amokra they are not under threat no makumetuye. This one is linked with the communication minister so call and you about Radio Gold na Radio SYZ na there what to saying that taxes in Adiana Mutaka Mubarak and so my examples of stations are there in the same state as Radio Gold, but they are operating. but the lady couldn't really give very fine reasons why, to my estimation, why Radio Gold ni SYZ ni power ni ade no SYZ and Radio Gold should be closed till now. For the past 4 years, they've not been made to operate because there's that school of thought that they are pro-government, but they are seen as professional one. In a Radio Gold, and so yeah, working so hard for the NDC for they managed to close them. Nobody is talking. You see, so it looks like from what Manasseh is saying, that is the harsh truth. Say we are in an era of vindictiveness. With all apologies to people who don't want to believe. Says I'm sure make crumple. Social media have been on since like 2007. And
2GD said the Manasseh can
even me, I get people who inbox me to say that Manucho, you are too vocal, tone down.
Manasseh said the environment for free speech became hostile since the Akufo-Addo led NPP took over the reins of government in 2017.
And you know what makes it more pronounced? Because this is Manasseh. He has worked under various governments. And yes, he's the same person who did a lot of stories under NDC. And he felt that when that fear, intimidation, and one is being said about Anopa. They managed to even quell him. This is the same person who did the GFA story near their budget. And my own mentor, Kennedy Japan, you know what he did when I'm a swally or Chebibia, the guy stays, what he does, so you name him. And less than 2 months, the guy died. And nothing was virtually even done about it. That's why remember Peace Council for now. See, they've recently found their voice and they are really talking. The guy died, and it's still a legislature in the legislature and making some of these things. Says Isiano. And people have been intimidated and have been caught. Say, hey, waka say. And you see, Bulldog is an example. Power FM, honestly, example. You see, we are giving you an we say if they threaten the president and they have to be caught, then even Kennedy Japan, who sits down and says that Monchenum Bono also gets the same, does not get the same traction, it becomes a bit difficult. Media, from my own estimation, being on even a social media broadcast journalist, I get people who call and advise me, say, Massa, either you'll be intimidated or they'll find ways to bring you down.
Ghana, no, you were more on sports.
And I'm sure even social media, you're
even
social media
after your program. If you are getting involved in other political issues in Ghana on social media,
you have issues.
People will call you and say, Masa,
you see, like I say, no more advanced democracy. No, there should be opinion, share of opinion. As soon as you see, I don't believe in denigrating people, but I'll be building a reputation because you are a journalist. No, I could show. That is why. But what can Manasseh sorry? And I said something interesting that it means some media people are irresponsible near there, so we need to clamp them down. We don't have to allow anybody to be speaking near there. But now, who even defines your irresponsibility? How will you sit here and tell me that Man FM is responsible, but Radio Gold is not responsible? It's you are selling your conscience. Hardline stations. Even say Obusu will say ex-president is a fool, and it should be entertained on their network. So or kind of funds on it, it's a fool near there. No responsible radio station will let somebody sit on their network and say this. We emphatically, I'm only quoting the person that these are some of the things that we've read about them. So the truth is that the media in Ghana, we agree, some have sold their conscience, some are irresponsible, some are this, and in Tiania, criminal libel or buying. Say in any case, who denigrate you, he has the right to take you to court to go and prove. I remember so well, one. People say that it's even still there. Owusu Bempah, the journalist, spokesperson, the things he said about Ibrahim Mahama, he went to court and he was fine near there. So that means there are ways we can address some of these things. What's in a radio? So now I say, President, I say, okay, let's call the person, serve him, let him go and prove it, and you'll benefit. No. But that whole idea of your era of threatening people, making them feel unsafe near the. And unfortunately, so you don't want you to say it. But he who feels it knows that your era, people are not too free. The fourth arm of government is the media. And there should media plurality. I say people speak their mind. They sit on the network and they say, and it's their opinion. But to me, I can say Trump this, Biden this. It is their opinion, but you don't attack sometimes even their person, their family life and what they are doing. But once they are in public space, then you allow yourself to be judged in the court of public opinion. So I agree perfectly with people like him, but schools of thought, why now? I did see 4 years ago, all of a sudden, one final voice and long articles to come and discuss them now. When the person told you that I'm going to do 4 more of everything, why didn't you condemn it? It's 4 more of everything that is happening. No. He didn't campaign on anything different. They become Akufo-Addo did not campaign on anything different. I was saying, I may now, man, 4 more into Opa to Mami. Oh, how is ruling Ghana? No? He needs 4 more to do what he's doing and complete some of the projects. And you don't get me. He said 4 more to do more of what I'm doing.
Until 4 more to attack free speech. No,
the point is that if he was attacking free speech, at what point did Manasseh find his voice? At the Nobekan is here.
And I said there's time for everything. You can say Okan and tell my Becca say Okan later. And if he feels this is the time to say it, why not?
I'm doing analysis, so I've gone there and I've come out. So like, I'm telling you, I agree with him that this thing is happening, but I think that the timing too is wrong and unnecessary. As far as although because veteran about Nkrumah is trying to deny outright that or take Ghana and that say Manasseh has been under threat that or that he heard that he went to South Africa for holidays. I don't want to tell you. Which sometimes baffle some of us because you more intelligent briefing. More will be say information minister. I believe information minister is a cabinet minister because you have to be in there to know what is happening. Then you come out and you bless some of these things. And sometimes very, very painful and difficult. But whichever way, no. Now I will not let Manasseh go scot-free. I don't know how you see it. Maybe no timing is right, no timing is wrong. But I should sit here now on a day. I believe that I don't know how you improve the system, but I agree with him perfectly that vindictiveness is in Ghana now. People are not allowed to talk. People will find a way to rub it into politics and make you look like Nyawo can abandon him. So I don't know how it will happen. Maybe you can only do advocacy. Talk about it that, you know what, let opinions be guided with your opinions. If you don't say it well, put them under the competent court of law to approve themselves. But
if Manasseh feels say Nanado attack free speech and now Oman Nipan do talking freely about his governance and the state of matters of Ghana. Now can you say in your estimation, is that what you are trying to say? Because you are asking himself, why has he all of a sudden found his mouth
on the time that they happened? Because you see what is new to your case at this time?
But since that time I told no, just like you said, he had to run to South Africa, back to Ghana. Until now, officially normalizing now. This is the time I hear vetting of his appointees, and you bear with me, sir. Most of these things that happens too doesn't directly take. And most of these people that do what they do, like kind of arrest and attack people, don't take direct instructions from the president, but from mostly some of his appointees. So Manasseh feels to say, okay, this is the time to put this thing out. So some of the MPs, some of the vetting committee members who are not even in the known can put questions such as the one they put before my friend is Kojo Nkrumah, for them to answer. So you become answerable to the people who answer, community nation. So when it continues, then we'll sit back and say, oh, we'll call vetting, be a question with this is what you said, and this is what is actually happening on the ground.
Perfect. But you know why I went on with him? You're not Kenya, so I'm kind from the start. But where I went for him is that we upon Nkrumah honorable upon Nkrumah any bisa and say yeah honorable Kojo upon Nkrumah ni bisa and say Ote said there's this one adeti he was threatened together with Manasseh to the extent Manasseh even had to go to South Africa because he was they facilitated him to go to South Africa. No can say ono momo dia adeti dia ndo te krama ne friend but Manasseh dia ne dia kakaribi ne kan but Manasseh did not confirm or deny that story. Inti onim say see but no nim say Manasseh went to South Africa for holidays.
Manasseh,
unfortunately Manasseh did not confirm or deny. He's not talking about it.
No, but Manasseh reported say he was being threatened. Okay, so a reporter.
What kind of story in He said this is my first public statement why I went to South Africa. It is in the story.
No, I'm saying it's before because
yes, I'm just saying there were rumors and that one was rumors and counter rumors that Manasseh is under threat and he's been taken to South Africa because people want his life. They were all reported. Manasseh, people try getting to Manasseh to confirm. He did not talk about it. That's on the story. What Mr. Kakari is saying, it is true. unknown Mr. Kakari no more facilitating man cause South Africa. No ball Kenda Papo Abasu say or back no Kenda Pa gave him police protection. Into an or armed escorts who sits in his car every day. Armed escorts in the car man or protecting him. Into the NDP before the car say we protect us. Why are you talking? I say no. But have you seen the bed in a debia or beat police in it now so or car muse because we be hamo? Is that the absence the peace is that you getting protection? They be obinamo na wo sokra not or now doichi. Is that what you call freedom? Freedom is being able to do anything freely without much way. But like I say, even in this country, there's freedom, but the presidents and people are guarded because who need the time of strike it. You understand? So maybe Diane say when the thing was heightened, he decided not to talk about it, which sometimes it does not help the discourse. Where it doesn't help the discourse for me, because time it becomes very, very important in discussing some of these things. Because as we sit here now, there's people who still believe that he did not go to South Africa because he was threatened. He went for leisure. That there are people still believe in that one.
Whether he went for leisure or what, maybe feel say the substance of the issue no nanke here. So call for leisure because
no, the substance. There's some I can say we are all under threat. Even me here, I'm under threat because I've lived with and NDC and I remember right.
So let's do a follow up with this.
Yes.
Say, Utie Manasseh Facebook post. Oh, post to know the ma kojo upon Kroman. Or take one by one, and now Kasa say even with regards to Edward Adeti story no, so I won't trust Professor Kakaria. You could have called him. And no dan chen I'll say yeah namfo or vetting ampa namfo yeah juma together ufri hoko no crash still that's so namfo. The only thing that has changed in is your rules assistant.
Yes.
But the third point is what is important to me. I'll say while I'm still criticizing the very things you and I criticized, while you expertly hosted the Super Morning Show on Joy FM, your role is now to defend and justify those very things you would have condemned if you were still behind the broadcast console. Is it not scary that somebody, one of us, Obi annoyance and we all listen to Kojo Nkrumah on Super Morning Show. Fantastic. Ne delivery, the extempo, ne questioning.
After Komla Dumodia, he's the next one.
Everything about Kojo Nkrumah was fantastic. And you say if Manasseh's assertion ne de nyina yehu say obi anka ofri yemu ekono onu mom koduru a niema ofri se nka nya na obeboa me ya reshape because Kojo Nkrumah was one person all caught political landscape ne nipa bebre susu se obeboa sesa yempanimfo ni bi mentality on development, on treatment of the media, any idea because of the way a host program no now criticize it constructively, now put things in place, making us believe say yempenim for no maybe also so but this person gets the mandate not to only be in the political landscape as an MP, but the minister
of information.
And then these things are happening under his scope, his watch, and then he justifies them, he defends them against the old principles now. No, the journalist no. Is it not dangerous?
You see,
and I will not only refer to Kojo Nkrumah, I'll refer to the previous administration too. Your friend saying Omampani Mahama Breso, this media person, your friend saying the origin century record that they show.
Yeah. Oh, we know him very well.
Yeah. And you who say even those of us now more 1 century Jumanumwa Kojo is the second example apart from I don't know the refugee. Yeah, maybe you ubetimi asearch for
English name be
ubetimi asearch say ebia media President Mahama media ona na Jubilee House enye when say these two people, just to give a few examples, are journalists, getting the job on journalistic principles, and your majuma papa as journalist, and a man who
Stan
Dogbe, thank you very much. Stan Dogbe.
Yes.
Stan Dogbe was also a journalist.
Yes.
Onusukonya position. He was perpetrating the act himself.
Yes.
Himself. And you say nsantwerefo adwuma nsantwere adwuma ye ye nua no ma ye omo je journalist na omo san konya position na omo attend against journalists for the very things they criticized when they were before the console and the microphone.
I think you've said it all. You see, but Obibeka chose that is human nature. Madam for be a call no or software call page be or more ye porn page be so preach or you no be administrator or no accept videos no they go page one. So and this world you know. So be share abonemna se woko gina so na wo twe na it's easier to pull you inside than to pull the person up because it takes a lot of morals to be up there to get it sorted. Now beyond that and so after they come and so we do France some match left now decide to match righter you are seen as the odd one out because you don't synchronize it and you become the official mouthpiece of the government. Once you decide to join the government then sometimes 90% you might have to sell your conscience. Yeah, my tip maybe reading article because he has avoided a lot of opportunities to be a substantive sports minister because of the stance also on team here because sometimes once you decide to you will an oath of allegiance you sign non-disclosure agreements and you need to protect when the thing is even white you have to find a way to say that it's tinted gray. That is how they are really brought up and it's worrisome. But where I agree with you is that it's highly worrisome that people with integrity that we've come to respect so much. I mean, Stan W was the communication director for Mahama at the presidency. Yeah. That was his position. Yeah. And now, upon Chroma 2, you sat behind the console. People did not even know who your party, where you belong, because they felt
he was so neutral. He was so fair.
He tried to be as neutral as possible. And this was Rebecca just says it's easier to criticize than to defend. Where they are defenders and attackers. It will be no something.
My enchain you abema bako. Your friend Peter Apenten also tie all the way in Dubai. Unzo mo hadiasa. So I say good evening, bro. I'm watching you live from Dubai. Peter Apenten ya cha ni Dubai for mo show ni.
Exactly. 8 hours behind us. I mean, good morning. Good evening to them. Yeah, auntie, in principle it's a bit painful and I understand Manasseh's point because to be on an age man only he stands on issues. Sometimes you speak off the microphone and the things that the person espouses to you, then all of a sudden because he's been vetted now so created blind spots all around him saying yeah some stations have been closed down in Ghana that say omuchi omusikenti no be say manuchu asembe na ukano.
No, the idea say ukasa now criticize na nadua na ya becho na ma death threats ni ade. Entina me person who say is it something that comes from the appointees or who? Now if not why can't somebody like Kojo Nkrumah make a bold statement and come out and say listen minya confirm report to cry yatinu hu radio na nyina tie bi say asomesi akoy complain say okasa ya beche no we I say your criminal libel or just like you said so be a kasa radio mu na office ogu hu fin asemo kan ni enimu a obetumi esi no civil but say ekwachi obi for criticizing the president, say ekwachi obi for criticizing the minister, say you threaten among for has to stop. And I expect even Nanado being the person that we all knew before he became the president to even make a bold statement on such front.
Exactly. I'll take your last point that you expect Kojo Nkrumah to say there. It's just more like you want a Plato's ideal world. Say in a position where you want to make because the head must make that bold statement first because
no, but your hierarchy. He was the Minister of Information.
Yes.
So see I come information and communication boom.
Yes.
Into no be abine kasamafo.
Yes.
Into abine kasamafo Kojo Nkrumah can. It is assumed say Nanado Naka because that is the ministerial protocol of the president.
It should be, but I think the presidency will be the best from my journalistic point of view. Now, how I see Ghana. Say
obi you are. Say ni pakrona ntimi enyi wa. Obechu atum. But my point is say you can say ye ni sade a ene Ghana yanko anim da because the ye nyina anim say ye nyina we can play the devil's advocate and say we don't know. Ye nim say aban bi aba Ebini say Kusi Boafo. When we will link that story to this, Ebini say Professor Kusi Boafo, Reverend Professor Kusi Boafo ka say MPP fans san your omo ye ni omo suban na 2024 party no be mobo.
Yes.
Enti say ka say corruption e wo aban bia mu. Enti say abana corruption yenso mabana say me one person me feel say why can't Canada Japan be involved in corrupt practices? Adana ye ka corruption ye ka say MPP aban mu de Canada Japan at least you bet me I can say corruption there ketasichane proede
oya de
yehu
but the schools of thought that fan ho an oye fan ho so ye we there also schools of thought say abeka na port ye gigi scan ade because he's an importer and exporter but you do baby so I say journalists been so ye corruption we juma say no akwa attack no akeka no nsem ye kokuno
no but you can't
you see so
no untimi nka say untimi nka so akokuno because it's not been established
wakaka no nsem ma ye kuno me nka say no no kuno but let's not be ostrich it's my mentor I like him but the point is no show na nim ka said this is Homosexuality stays in Medina and he said that he's a corrupt boy. Then he's there. What's in a now defend there? Sometimes we should have conscience. And this man is still a in the legislature. According to the lawyers, judges are telling you where those are some of the soft spots. I say you condemn first because presidency. You know, so if you turn a blind eye on this thing, sir, then you don't expect upon Nkrumah to go and make that bold statement because all ministers are the same, unless of God. But I say
no, but Obiane duties.
Exactly. So in terms of when
Kojo deals with the media because of information and communications minister, so he releases. The president releases near day eba.
So he should be told to speak. He can't go and say his mind. In reality, is that to me we only learning. Say to me. So from what you are telling me now,
my job description. That
job description. He
relationship
can say,
between the media, any abine yewajuma.
So he can say that anybody below his level near their more yakwachiwe ni there, they will deal with them. But what about somebody in the same level with him, a minister of information wrote some so intimidate you?
That is the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's still the government.
My point
it's still
is that the
presidency
should speak. The presidency should speak on the attack on the media.
If challenging Nanadu to talk on freedom of speech on the fact to say. On the basis, say, Nanado a human rights lawyer, and Nanado and a who freedom of speech, even when we didn't have it in Ghana.
Yeah,
if such a person is the president now, therefore expect to have freedom to talk, to speak.
It's called goodwill. I've always told you.
That is the point. Whether it is in your favor or it is against you. Anything I will mention the criminal libel law repealed, and there was several right laws in Ghana. Exactly. Obia Kasetiao, Ebini say Manasseh Azuri, Edikane Japan Kojina court, trying damages. So Obia go who fear
Anas
Obi trial damages. Yamfan Obia Kaso, upon national $2 million, and our minister of information, why corruption say. No fool say enya no kra you wo emra ye di nipa na ye den
for to seek justice
to seek or to seek redress.
Exactly. You see Obama
back say obi kasa on radio station na yakoche no obi ye program ye ya wa criticize Akufo-Addo nti na yakoche no wa criticize minister of one state or minister of state na yakodoa no wa kasa bi a sebi o osafomafo aye say na yasoma nkrofo na yakobo no. These things are unstoppable. How? Because some person obia kana no tum dia. Then how does the country develop?
You see, it brings us back to 2008. Time Obama back Ghana no be make that speech na enya.
Yeah, my institutions near Juma.
Institution Ghana needs strong institutions. That's what I'm
strong
saying. Men.
That's what I'm saying. Enye bibia na esa na Nado Bekasa. Ebi oho a Kojo Mpong Nkrumah Juma as Minister of Information and Communication. I disagree. He has to come out and speak.
In principle, he can speak.
But more or less,
the power is somebody else.
You still have your ethical knowledge and you have your ethical values.
I think the powers are above him. Misana Mihuno say Okasa, yeah, but it will come stronger when it comes from the presidency. He sits at the top of the umbrella. But Nipana is just a spokesperson for Arsenal. In principle, Minister Boacrap, or could on finance and few on why a minister biti baby who knows say is
bigger than Kojo.
Exactly, and also they are equal.
But do your job as
they are equal.
We know
I will challenge the presidency to tell them that we need stronger institutions. We don't need men with stronger biceps.
Because double. He's been even flown out of Ghana by UN. Why should all these things be happening?
Those are the harsh realities.
Ghana said Matanamidu I say Nanado your mother serpent of corruption.
Yeah.
Wa criticizing the president. Nti yesi ebekuno. Nti yesi ekofani free Ghana. Nti na dana make a say. I say Don Lemon can sit on radio and say, Mr. Donald Trump, you are making a fool out of yourself. And nobody goes after
That's
him.
Advanced democracy.
But it is no manocho say a democracy na ye nsua. na ya da so say we dey o mampani dada say be wanya no ba bi ko JJ Rollins revolution time nim ne yo because I remember say Wellington your friend saying
Felix so that's Wellington or
GTV or criticize o mampani dada Rollins when you show no ne yakwache no
so Canada yeah
when you show no ne yakwache no
which we all condemn. Then Rollins came to say a lot of words about him. I mean,
a course so mampani dada Rollins abreso whom ono de na ya fan say o so jaban onim civil rights near day but
he was learning on the job.
Nanado there kumi preku na die animu until everybody in Central for instance enim say Nanado the way o see nim emrane obia fa hodie dear any
a lot is expected from him.
A lot because me obisa me say on human rights grounds Nanado ne omampani dada Rollins obi enim say ye beka say expect a lot from Nanado because of Najuma unse Najuma Najuma usana the profession as a human rights activist as reflected which is the reason why I make us a kojo pon kruma based on his vetting ne on Manasseh Yonkofa ne Najuma oye his ethical values as a journalist. I know that you could do baby what know.
Yeah.
So you rely on your principles and values as a journalist and some other minister now something is not right.
I agree with you 100%. Y'all can I think that's 100%. That's how I feel. There's a lot of intimidation, vindictiveness, and people being gagged in Ghana. That is the harsh truth. But what can because if you use common sense to judge some of these things, now we share the past 20 years how Ghana has evolved that. I think we see a question said I'm just even me. I'm a victim of these things. Because I already see with these things. People call me. That's opportunities you miss and people are not happy. Who is this guy? They will come for you for sharing your unequivocal mind on issues. You attack the ideology. Will be a problem with you for attacking the ideology and answer, telling them that way are they way and you're feasible. It doesn't really make a lot of common sense. By your own opinion, they'll come for you. So there's a lot of those problems.
Okay, you move on. Now you related this particular topic. If he NPP nipa bakwa openi bakwa Nanado betna konwa iso na yebo na baso pa openi ni din
Reverend Kusi Boafo. Now
Reverend Kusi Boafo aka sembi or say I smell the scent of death on NPP in 2024 if we continue to behave like this. Now we hear the krata or churi no more the obisa ne say party na ye 169 and 64 169 seats then na yetumi lusu ya bedu 137 na ose said ye MPP ebi mo ye omo ho no any the way ministers ni appointees ni bi ye bi ne nsamo a ye kan no so omo anhwe ya 2024 party na enim begu ase poto e wa ba ye ba betu enim.
Yeah, I think it's a call in the right direction. That you see, I've listened to a lot of schools of thought. Even Kennedy, Japan, in the history of Ghana, being more than 51% to win the elections. And see, Ghana quite a two-party state. So Obinya 87, Obinya 13, and then I know so okay. I don't think that you can easily make more than 275 or 280. We do 300 no binya 148 crap. I think it will be a lot of news here. There are divergent opinions, but they as MPP after 4 years, the first one they had about 53, MPP NDC at 44. Then 4 years of stewardship. Now you have the power, you have the money to do a lot of winning. About 51. There's cause for alarm, and you see where I agree with him very well is they should start tackling it from the MPs and DCs near there. They were all riding on Akufo-Addo, free SHS, but you should know that you are just a micro session of governance. The roads, the welfare of the people now will govern in your area, and then I say here more, but not to be relying on what the government in power has been doing. They will do I say every friend say federal. They have a portion that they are doing. Unfortunately, we are in the unitary system. So most of the things you have to do, you cannot generate internally. Sometimes you have to put it in a consolidated fund. Then they have to still give you back. Only a few you can be able to use. Into say it's high time you realize some of these things. Ghana is quite 8. we are here to see a 4 and another 4 and another 8 and another 4. Until maybe he knows very well that most of the parliamentary debate and then the MPP technically lost the elections because more about 176, 169. That's at Tiaba 137. Then NDC then also from 199 it jumped to 137. It tells you that we a scale of winner MDC had made more gains. They also have made reduction. Into the point in say they need to start looking at the grassroots to make people happy. Because in principle you can say that okay, people like the Nado, but they didn't like the voted skirt and blouse.
Mamen kai kakrama tie for. Me audio no mse wa. Te sanke bo kakrakra ma tie 40. Na utie ni nsama a all kana oda hwese betimi abo kakra bia.
P DCE, MCE, party chairman, party this, party that. And we almost settled the floor for this problem.
137.
What be that? So be 169. Now about 137. What you say? Oh, decline 1 to 2 near me. Yeah, you will suffer defeat. And then I catch it almost say, I smell the scent of death on MPP in 2024 if we continue to behave like this.
Again, come again.
I smell the scent of death on MPP if we continue to behave the same way we behave in 2020. Owopan Pine Martin or MPP home. Says Subamboni no aye fast or yeah, DCE, MCE, certain who against parliamentary candidate, independent candidate, emerging from several angles. Any DN Yama the 2 years so. Any lapses upon lapses upon lapses. And we what you say? From Faboni, young penny for woman mochwa.
From
amateur year
greediness,
sika and corruption should not be associated with in politics. Woman nimu krano, ye di bitare woman. Say ye nyai say suban way. Na yam behave like dankwa buzia dombo. The way woman behave ye no dear. Owo pampine, samai atadie. Owo adaka. Sika Katankranti MPP 2024.
As I know your opposition at no.
Manucho, the audio even sounds dangerous than the text version.
Exactly, and
I
believe it's straightforward.
Also, you may be Fomfa be corruption. Fomfa ye greediness. I say, Sikama say fire bibi na nkwa wafa. Bibi na mo fomfa nkwa openi nyina.
Yeah, first time hearing that word, and I think it's a strong, tree word.
My infant to a team for him say, we a chief executive officer of the public sector reforms.
Yes.
Thomas Kusi Boafo. Time omo a transition na. Or JJ almost yakwaji nema we free NDC ho ya say ya discover we are nipa bebre free no say no crack kentom the reverend e kan di ho ono na ene okasa executive officer of the public sector reforms obi ono ye executive officer of public sector reforms so okasa say ya na onim ni oka
the PSR and I think it's straightforward. And you see when the turtle comes from the sea to tell us that the crocodile is dead, or is trying to, or yare crocodile ni yare den so asinti yen bompa no when we need to take it serious because that's the harsh truth. And I like Bibi Orezi angle, and I saw them too. Obi this year he did not resign his position, and he's fighting the MP because of the seat. You see that greed. So be per se or no na only opportunity. We saw people in the presidency. They went to do and take the seats from the people on the ground. Because Ochema Boaji seats. And so actually but at the end of the day, it's still allowed. MPP for be able to me. But I took particular interest in that Menchia seat, and I know of some of the things that the man not being happy. Ebiso si Obana no wa Akwetiano.
Yes, so Wanko
school to no ajifi baba Jaman team. You see, wherever self-destruction there will be, but I'm not be able like Austria say. Once there's money.
Upper West Danger, Upper Then West. Benayes, they lost it too.
I remember.
Yeah, they lost it
and
too.
a very good morning to him.
Yeah, Honorable Benjamin Kofi.
Yeah, Mimunache.
Because they didn't want Benjamin Kofi to go.
Exactly.
Just for the simple reason, says you, Wayalan.
Yes.
These things.
Yes, in principle, no Canada, that's the harsh reality that has dawned on. Luckily for them,
corruption. So, Abba Party, any from far greediness. Insasanke body crowd buzia dombo tradition.
And they say greediness and twaso, but you should work hard to remove them. Let me just say, Ghana library pen out, Sarah, I'm being watching over, but DVLE, lands commissioner, you see, so that's the attitude. Until they lose it, the cracks will never show. And the people more and more cracks, but because they have the power. I quite say you're painting for something, but the reality in Waka Chomono, I think it's coming. Is one of the. It's coming from the main stock into New York and New York. So I've said them before, and I'm happy a man of his caliber and statute is also reiterating it to them that you know what, if you want to really be relevant, because Ghana are quite 888, we want a party to do more to convince the people that you deserve 12 in power. And then you share at this direction at this juncture we'll share gains from 2016 to 2020 near 2024. They should not be ostriches to think that we have the power, everything is under control. You will lose it because of the greed of some people. Will be Jessica your vicinity to go and do a project. No, we keep a chunk of the money and all some of these things, and it's not helping. We need strong institutions. And I think it's a call in the right direction. Anybody, Obe try say he's from the soup and he will try to stage a protest that Kusi, the man doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't even know the dynamics of politics in the country. I feel that it's nothing so strange. And some more say that be fussy and be raising a red flag and be jumping all over town that this thing is happening. The reality is that they should find a way to curb it and get some reforms for themselves. Oh yeah, DC, you want to go for the as an MP, about a year to the time, no, I resign it. They should have some of these reforms, because if the man is still the DC and the MP, he will try to sabotage, and inadvertently it will affect development in the region, and the party will suffer. It is only giving them a very sound advice that you are careful. I mean, he used the euphemisms over there. But he's trying to say that the party will lose its relevance and not be viable again in 2024 if they are not careful. And I'm one person that I believe I want competition to be in Ghana, because you see 2020, I'm so happy. Do you know why? Because NPP knows that then they need to do more to convince Ghanaians. So when a landslide, I don't know that everything is under control.
You don't think NPP can do better if they allow the media the freedom to criticize and criticize them constructively? So by so doing, every appointee, every DC, because this is
yes. Oh, yeah, of course.
They send people to beat
that is
the media. Any radio panel.
And when they started,
okay, set here DC, which is obelusuna juma. No asuma man for munko bono. Munko yese.
This now is saying that is the harsh reality. But you say Ghana, no, there's that thin line. When you criticize, then you are an anti. People don't want to accept the reality, but the reality is that there's no media freedom in Ghana. But I don't blame the sometimes blame government in Ghana, because some of our colleagues too have sold their conscience. We are powerful, all knowing. What it's a bigger platform, so some easy platform to really hammer down some of these things. They will not even mention your name. Shows that they're only interested in that propaganda party machinations and politics, but the media freedom in Ghana, it has deteriorated, and it's even worse. Some of people can just say you might not like Muhammad, but at least that sense of freedom was there. But we see now a lawyer now, a civil rights lawyer sometimes, and I like him. You know one thing I liked about Akufo-Addo, about the stance on this homosexuality near the empire, he's been put in a cage to come and say the government stance. But at least I'm still happy that he did not condemn them, but he will not legalize it in Ghana.
What do you mean condemn them?
I said unlegalize
we'll get into that. You would I'm praising
the man. No, I'm analyzing that the man's he believes in civil rights and freedom. So Pomamenka, he believes in freedom, civil rights and freedom. I think the media freedom is a direction that he needs to really look at it. So until some of us are pleading and pledging that a bit of to trust him. they make a lot of mess, and when the media decides to speak about it, even if people are listening, they know what happens there. Even among more MPP for Nimpono, some people are seen as then they want to attack the person. They feel that they've gotten to that stage. It's either you are with us or against us. And I think if they want people, you see, there's always a chosen 10-20% of Ghanaians. They always want to vote based on the issues and the prevailing conditions in the country. MPP, if they want that level of freedom, people to respect them and vote for them without having reservations, it starts from here. A lot of things happen in Ghana. By the end of the day, the alternative is so scary that they did not want the alternative. They wanted to stick to what they have, at least the fear of the unknown. So but the unknown might just have a lot of power if you don't handle this thing well. Because the 4 years you enjoy, all the reservations are there, but you are believing that 4 years then enough, you have a chance to correct all the you will right all the wrongs. But the direction that they are going now, no man, you're careful. 4 years, it will go beyond the PDS, Japan Men's Gold, Galamsey, and say the media freedom not to be who will even tell your story for you. So I think he said it in the right direction that you do stage beer, you're losing a lot of seats. Our work and our energy should go into why did we lose them? I think NDC did want to. We do maybe they hid it.
That was Kusi report.
And I think they should also have that the humility to go that.
Why did we lose somebody with boldness to say this? Peace
FM 104.2.
Party this. And yeah, NDC DP. DCE, MCE, party chairman, party this, party that. And we're almost setting the floor for this problem.
137, 137.
137, 137. What be that? So be 169. Now by 137. What you say? Oh, decline 1 to 2 near me. Yeah, you will suffer defeat. And then I'm catching almost say, I smell the scent of death on MPP in 2024 if we continue to behave like this.
Again, come again.
I smell the scent of death on MPP if we continue to behave the same way we behave in 2020. Owopampan Martin wo MPP ho. Sese subambone no ayefa so yeah, DCE, MCE, certain against parliamentary candidate, independent candidate, emerging from several angles. Any DNA yama yade to yeso. Any lapses upon lapses upon lapses. And we what you say? From Faboni, yam penning for woman mochwa. Chese amateur ye. Sika any corruption should not be associated with in politics. Womu ni mukra no ye di bititare womu no. Say ye nyai say suban we na yam behave like dankwa buzia dombo. The way womu behave ye no dia. Owo pampan samai atade. Owo adaka sika katankranchi eben MPP 2024.
As I know your opposition atade no.
Opposition atade no.
Okay, Reverend Kusi Boafo. No. Unity Radio 103.9. Manujo, you move on to our next topic.
Like you said, I think it's straightforward. When here anyway,
you move on to your next topic. Your next topic has to do with peace. And I share vaccine and some peace council story. No.
Yeah, maybe vaccine can really run too quick.
And I also when okay, you share vaccine no quick. Enipa bebre na na do dan Akufo-Addo na yira vaccine ne. Yeah. Na Ghana first still vaccine omo because omo feel say na do kra de dey war no. Ebia na enye vaccine. Amo dey trick omo. Ebi mu sisi eso wo abema bewu. Ebi mu sisi ese mrofo tan omo. Only few people still maintained some bewo. What is going on in Ghana? Are we ready? Are we serious?
I think the education is really what is causing this. But like I say, recipe for disaster is when the citizenry decide not to trust the government, especially the presidency. I think that is where I get a bit worried, because you might have your own ideas, but to question the integrity of the president and the wife and the immediate people, I think it's unfortunate.
And I be more so. The one thing the nurses did, so I sacrifice some by say nurses never omanpening pandy and oman share gloves, and that has also tend to be the story.
I felt the same too till a senior nurse spoke to me that said the law is that you wash your hands, you give the injection, then you wear the gloves again, because then you wash your hands again. There's no rule that one share glove I want to make my injection. Exactly what is there. But I said, wow, that is the truth, because me who said my pania and on share gloves that they always wear those surgical gloves.
Yeah, even Chrome Hanyina. Yeah, by day one the nurses that they had gloves on and all that.
Yeah, so it's an unfortunate situation, because a senior lawyer here next year or New York, look at James, there's no hard and fast rule that says I will share glove and so my injection. You wash your hand thoroughly, then you can give the injection after you wash your hands too. But school of thoughts and I precare and I say there's a reason that you have to do this thing. But the reality of the moment is that this is just maybe a minor hiccup. To use it as a reason not to really take the injection there, it's unfortunate. You can say that you see, the more you learn, the more you are like, okay, why will I have the injection and still wear my marks when they say it's a bad scenario? Then I'm catching the school. The point is, it's a novelty. You're an embadder, and it's trying to claim more lives than usual. Yeah, fast track we might have problems on the way, but ultimately, it will give us the better results. If you use those things as reasons as Africa that where is the drug coming from? Because I listened to the president and I read it. Say FDA, World Health Organization,
FDA director across
the efficacy and the drug, and they are okay.
Meet Peace FM no. Some of the people they spoke to, Ibimu say, Omunkofa Pfizer, Druni Binemra, and AstraZeneca. Omunkofa Pfizer, Drew, Emra, Pfizer, Drew, no more America for you, so I popular, and AstraZeneca.
You know, I share those sentiments, but you do stage. I've spoken to senior journalists, and you have your ideas, but you are here to educate and save humanity. You keep your own thoughts to yourself, because that is the harsh truth. Says I said, what Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer,
Johnson & Johnson just got approved.
Exactly. In a way, Pfizer and Moderna. And then what I say, but how come you do AstraZeneca? Oh, because they don't talk about AstraZeneca, but it doesn't take anything away, because recipe now they can give it to others, because they don't need to also go and do unnecessary way. You say the A plus B can be C, they patent it and they give it to others.
AstraZeneca is a giant company in the world.
That's a generic cry. You say generic, be on my original. Far the most important thing and more harmful effect, but maybe in time unfortunately we as African we don't even have the requisites, the technology, the know-how, the human resource to get it sorted. Now so say president proper routine investigation with FDA in a World Health Organization and all the necessary bodies to know that it is safe for us. I think as a Ghanaian you don't stand any chance to say that won't work. You understand? You are entitled to your opinion, and unfortunately, you don't even have to go making noise. Oh, why? Keep it to yourself.
I say, that
is where I have a problem. That disbelief is
so how do we get this thing up? Because you can clearly see that it's deeply rooted in the Ghanaian people.
Yeah, that's
because sickness it's here with us, and without the vaccine the community will not be safe. But the people are also saying that they want us dead until we can to the point say vaccine OGB is 666.
Yeah, I know. Ibram Krasi chip shame na there, and they even have audios of Bill Gates. Like I say, your doors you should sterilize and people, and it is there. Sometimes people share these thoughts. The African, we are not really. We'll be brave without knowing, without hope.
No, but
advocacy is that.
And the Ministry of Health.
We are monitoring for like 30 days, 60 days. Because you come from there. I think one of the major problems I need to face, I'm catching and say, Sadia ne be bagan and you can say you have volunteers by 100. Na mumbrambe wo na ye nhwe na ye monitor mo na ye say nanka ye de sa we need to work. I think it will help. because also Sisiano, it has gotten to us like a miracle. So people have doubts in their heads. Now just say Kromano. I saw people, I'm volunteering to do it. You show on camera, BCO is the first nurse to take the shots in the idea. And that time, no, near man in commercial quantities. Until Boama, people calm down. Say, oh, if you war, or my back, or more reactions near the Bagana, no.
But Manu, you said the Casa will live in a global world. And said your kind vaccine, American, and no be na Ghana.
And yeah,
no, say a different company, but it's just like you can generic name.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the same. And the fun say we saw people take it because we live in a global village. What happens in America? People see it in Ghana, watch it in Ghana every day. Do we necessarily have to go back and say, you have volunteers, Abra president, granting advice, and couples on national TV?
Me as a Ghanaian, there, that's the part I agree, but necessarily no. You see, there are two sides to the story because your body intake now. Why say you are in Kunkofo has a name Kunkofo Ghana, sir? Have you asked yourself that?
No,
question?
but say your population is bigger. You have to know that.
But beyond the
Ghana population in America, population, take be a bit nipa more because of the population size.
No, but obviously there's some disease able to make Ghanaians more, being America for more because they have the necessary requisite. My point here is that there should be a science to prove that, which is saying that COVID-16 is more prevalent in temperate. COVID-19 is more prevalent in temperate regions than tropical regions. I mean, I don't need a scientific study to know that. Say, baby, I warn you at the end of more change because disease in the chromoch say heat food.
Say it has no scientific proof yet. They say amount for kika.
Oh,
because Donald Trump started saying that.
Say heat your food before you.
No, heat your food when baby cold in the baby and you cold, you know. Donald Trump started saying that
I agree to that one.
Time Donald Trump I didn't buy Donald Trump so when the summer comes it's going to go away because of the heat and all that.
No, I think it didn't go away, but it went a bit down. And unless you don't believe it, because then it was surface now. It's it 9 hours now. There, when it's a heated environment, it will die early. If it is cold, it will stay long near the end. But you're not to go into those details. And the point is,
but you need a scientific proof.
No, but I think yeah, exactly. You have to do a research to really confirm that one. But the outer research, at least. So sure, you'll be a bit safer than way. But I agree to that. I think the strong point has to do with population ideas. But others will argue that India and China are more, but they're also not dying like America.
India, China, for what's the story about?
They're suppressing the figures.
Yeah, they affair. So I'm my warning say they shouldn't even report. So the time Amoka said China, 12 China, I think they were lying. Because they own say we live in a world that's a and almost
the Great China Party in a ruling
communist country. So
economically they are free, but
exactly.
Politically they are
of course they have market economy, but politically they are coming. And Akwa could do say we are no countries now more yet developed, nobody wants to look like weak for the other to have advantage there. Into once a Chrome have New York it just got to be known. Say Kumo was under reporting deaths. New York no nursing homes in Benefua ne Kumo money ade na sisi ayeso omo di jagun so on free akunya so no.
Play the card that and test no why into make say COVID ne kun.
And now say so America and the other advanced countries, just like you said, did more testing. So they will report more cases. Whereas Ghana, the testing, test the crackers have been going through.
Testing, but the issue has to do with the death. Testing does not necessarily. Testing you does not mean you die more, and the one without the test will not die more. Ghana's hospitals were not overwhelmed. Reason why I used to believe in those theories with you that more testing means more numbers. Bankai hospitals were overwhelmed that Nipenya be done there nipa and then you know that okay, you might not test but you die, you still die because you are already name testing and I say baby. But I agree with you that I don't want us to get into that realms of absurdity now. Say Ghana for now and then you have media for you. Book interviewing and they are doing spewing a lot of garbage into the system. Me warn America for the say. I have my own reservations, but I think you should keep it to your chest because at the end of the day, some people must sacrifice for some. Today, I don't believe in the government, and what they are doing is for the cameras near there, and it's unfortunate. And like you said, there's very little they can do now. Maybe all that they can do is that we need to monitor them. Adia Maya who say, Emma when you are then he said, well, what cramp you still have to wear your mask. It makes it a bit difficult to really
bounce as is here. I don't know Ghana cases no it's going up.
Oh, it's going up.
America across CDC I issue warning. Say Ghana we shouldn't even be traveling to Ghana.
Yeah.
Until gradually we are cropping up there. They say near Kase cold weather is yes. Ebe sign boldin amount for believe say we shouldn't even take the vaccines and therefore case ni kosra. And I say so you mechanisms, any equipment in tracing, contact tracing near so many things.
And we started well, but
until I think that we need to take it more serious because said okay, America develop more.
Yeah.
So because of fight here, the chances so no bet me winning better until say you use preventative measures more. Na kakra na enyano eduro na ensa kanon kai encourage amount for normal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying because and like I say I no crowd we detail stadium but say mom we did more than 80 years na dey more and 70 and above. Ghana life expectancy is 63.5. Mbema is 62, Mba is 65. I mean that's how worse it is in Ghana. Say generally you win per 100 for Ghana. Only omwenya mbedi by 60-62 years. So Chrome Obenyan 80-85 90 years.
Now even January 18th, Akufo-Addo made this statement. Also COVID-19 cases. Ghana's healthcare could be overwhelmed. President Akufo-Addo, Ghanaian president has warned that he might impose a partial lockdown as healthcare facilities are overwhelmed by growing cases of coronavirus cases.
Yeah.
The Ghanaian government has warned that Ghana's second wave of the coronavirus pandemic is rising fast and could overwhelm its already extended COVID-19 treatment centers.
Yeah.
It's gradually, it's
getting worse. Like, I mean, your policy.
And also, your social life, no crying to begin with, in any American,
yes.
Kaneshi market.
Yeah.
Look at the way our market saturated.
Yeah.
Central market, Kumasi Kejetiani, look at the saturation. But me, who nipa bet say 1 million or more. Na
yes. I agree with you that I mean what share factors now na ya answer the political crowd masquerade groups now I was making noise on them that na moment in principle I agree that beyond the vaccine we should still practice the safety protocol beyond the vaccine
preventative measures just like
exactly beyond the vaccine but I mean I don't see that whole school of war for religious reasons, for conspiracy reasons. I mean, how can you be talking like that? Oh, but sometimes you belabor it. What bumpire I won't be a vaccine, but the vaccine, but not Jina won't tower. I want to go preach, say I wouldn't take it.
Doesn't this take us back to the argument we were making on Friday? Says, oh,
yes. Oh, yes.
We see Brony Sobekumba, Brony Monaudi, Brony Sugar Naudi, Brony Bibia,
toothpaste, simple Brony, no, your brother to choose another.
And I cried the walk on him, said, now, I see
toothpick near the you see, sometimes, yes, I know companies which are now trying to run papers near there. I know people are bringing the technology from China and stuff to Ghana. She said, "Why are you ready to do it? Chinese are ready to support you to come and have them." But on the broader scale, no, most of the things that you are using are imported, and I think they shouldn't be encouraging that Yanje president in India and your war. I think that is a bit of a misnomer. Anybody doing that, it's not helping the country.
Among the president Junior, almost say it be a nurses the only war president in your vaccine.
Now say no nurses in mum. Why would the nurses so the president will be a stooge to go and sit there for a nurse to give him a placebo? It boils down back to the president that they think the president is doing it for the cameras. And I mean, but sometimes
they are convincing.
Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. You can't exonerate the president and say the nurses. The nurses can't do anything on tour. That's why then the president is a problem. But I believe that they are thinking that everything was staged. GBC near there, they think it's a state and say, okay, pretend they say why will be near there. I think that if you have that theory, keep it to your own self. Don't live in that school of thought. I'm one person. I've always told you, and I can say Pfizer and Kaninya Pfizer, Ninya from America.
Okay.
So we should stop that.
Two more topics before we open.
We should stop that unnecessary winner. I say we don't trust the system and blah blah blah.
Others also lauded President Akufo-Addo ne Baumia so much for good leadership.
Oh yes, personally I think it's
because almost any American president they take EB first.
Yes,
it was a nurse, black nurse in New York.
Exactly,
they take the first COVID vaccine.
Yeah,
they were applauding the president, being the first gentleman of the land and the first lady of the land. And almost soon the can J vaccine.
Yeah, at least for the cameras, we want to agree that Obianca's Wajibu Ghana to the president and the first lady took it and Baumia and co. So it's good. Leadership by example, this is what you want to see. Now the problem is that and Obino their brain efficacy test they don't say it is okay and very good for human consumption. So the president should take that first bold step, and I think it's a good call in the right direction. Okay, people are ready. And then 20 million, your brain 600,000. And it's one genuine. Sit at your home and be singing, but to be preaching hate speech that men called genuine at the end of the day. Don't be like me. I mean, be a typical Ghanaian and preach for people to take it. Be
a typical Ghanaian, patriotic Ghanaian, and preach for people to take the COVID-19 vaccine. Yen teki mrofum payasem bema obema intimin sorini adeno are all not proven. These are all fallacies. Na yeka sam mrofum payasem ni ade onum abrofu dru udi abrofu aduane osha abrofu atade uyiso abrofu phone everything in that we use made by abrofu yen so si abrofu tan ti covid we yen na ene amoma yen siesia ho na Ghana yenye ti said Kwame Nkrumah can say black man capable of managing his own affairs na yenye bibia bansa na yenye ahoto na yemu bi kra eti abruchire no nka yentu kwan kra metena ha yentu ansem so yede aseda kese madan auto repairs car no problem bia wo ma Worcester Crodium had 45 Fremont Street wo de ba owura dan so be sisi di ama sanso and the aseda Emma Jumaku friends Richway Auto School. So open driver's license. Now per se ya GB Mawa a Richway Auto School and I was a Uba ya James Street 70 James Street ya bebo na ya bibia so to me the amount na Joe license permit bibia say ya Uba say ya mu ya different programs ya adult programs and ya junior operator certifications enyina wo ho a obi a open license there na de any can say Richway uba ya so ya me pa cho ukoye driving test na unko RMV examiner no ba yen office no de wo akọ route a yenim dada ye de wo ye driving na ye de obefa so free 508 459 1331 508 459 1331 I know your office line cell phone here 774 386 2534 774 386 2534 na any rich win penifon kasa na yenjo license emfa emau omu etayechi anochi cold store say sa wo krum ha na pesa udidi edidipa na hu ye den na unya nampa refresh there brand ho 54 and 58 Hamilton Street udi dwa ewia na wabejo nam yebetwitwa ama so ope smoke turkey fresh turkey ope fish no mami ko tenase e kan say fish ni di no
paplo
pompano manu jo wan hwe na so kutia I say the fish ni di no na anochi ese obebo fish ni di ni bi me pompano fish eno no ubenya bi ato e wa anochi trading bra 54 and 58 Hamilton ne bedu dwa nyina omu etayechi na edi dwumadi bro Manucho Maganda eda so ewa Manucho yenhwe ye last batch one topic na ye last batch one topic ni ye election petition say obia kaninsem aboni nkru ye wada na Supreme Court edi omu final verdict edi ebeba na before verdict no ebeba no ahead of the Supreme Court ruling on the 2020 election petition, the National Peace Council has called on former President John Dramani Mahama and Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, as well as the Electoral Commission, to strictly adhere to the Apex Court's ruling, regardless of who wins or loses in the yet to be delivered judgment. In this regard, we encourage all supporters of the two political parties not to engage in any activity that is potential threat to the peace of Ghana. We a statement signed by the NPC chairman, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edu Gemfi. And the Peace Council is calling on Ghanaians to remain peaceful in the upcoming Supreme Court or in the expected Supreme Court ruling on Thursday.
It's an interesting call, but I think from my topic sentence is in the right direction. Say who sees no two sees media and create a lot of people take what the media says hook, line, and sinker. I've heard people talk about the fact that it has a problem. Say major news outlets called more social media, more Facebook and YouTube handles now there. Why talk as because it becomes a bit difficult for people to appreciate what is the real news from the unreal news and from the propaganda. Into a lot of so cameras in MCC are not cancer. It's up to the person to decipher. But you'll be answering no one is anti virtually going into this, people have become a bit worried. Say judgment because trial course we know. You could job on Kroma by any statement, not some information, and it's always the same source. You share the same movie, but different interpretations. It always goes on. I say,
storyline is storyline. MPP become story, NDC become story.
Sorry, nobody. Friends and pay, but Ntiasiani different. We know na misem tum kana before ba bi say o manicho pemba, bi so say o good Samaritan. We so ba nam come na.
There be out the man scenario.
Na me okay, me fa wo mo.
I am right.
Okay, say na me no nam na so do ka for ba. Ye be say pemba.
Ti say o nam. Now farm o ma me right e be ka say manicho time right cancer.
Na me ka me fan be man na anka me be fa na ntwe ne nkokɔ ne ade. I mean, why should the man why gay asem? Why should the man be picking a man?
Before Ghana gay sem my no. Ghana ni be man emfa ni Ghana ni be man.
We don't normally do that. Inta ni MPG gay no. You ensure that man be man right.
Manicho.
Be man right there.
Francis is min chairman.
Be man be na me nam kwa na me
Francis is min chairman.
Me so me jene so pa. You podcast you man have nice guys the front. Yes, be man dey o say you da mo am ka fan ba. Me tom dem man fan punch na mu nsen kwa asem na me ka no. O toka na e ka ma o de fan ma. Mba mo fe o mutan front mo wa. Eno krema unyi nche Solomon Nibwe. So in principle where are we? Opo why you am kwa mbia me my TC
Peace Council.
Yeah, so the Peace Council, I think there is a call in the right direction that you way now. People should not, even football crash and your BBC Troy. You see, you don't need a rocket science to say that Nippo Trust or your MD or your Manchester United bias for everything to use that strong words. It should be clearly evident. Well, until I'm more preachy this in the right direction. My problem. You see, I'm just saying you're more Canadian anymore, but I think a lot have happened in Ghana. Peace Council, they are shut up, and yet Council of State, this is Peace Council. They've been there. Election time, year to ye shooting for 4 years, saying they were there. I'm a swallow be winning Ghana. You see, that's why I'm happy for your first topic. It spoke about a level of intimidation. Like I say, peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, law, and order. Albert Einstein.
Yeah, Albert Einstein.
Peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, law, and order.
Peace is not
merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, law, and order. In short, government. The government. I didn't know. I said, "One my say come by there your peace." No, but there should be justice. There should be law. There should be order. People should go about their things freely, without any fear of or intimidation. That is what peace is about. The Peace Council, a lot have gone on and they didn't speak, but it doesn't also take it away from them that, you know what, this is a potential hot zone. Say near corner commentaries are air banner. You the petitioner, if you do not believe in the court, you shouldn't have been there. I listened to Donald Trump some few days ago. He still maintains that he was cheated.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. I personally told them this voice, say, I had a platform say, Charlie, you know what? I think you were not cheated because you lost Central. But also, go and do your homework. But when the court, so the court is, I believe in the court to do the right thing for you. It will not make sense to take it to the court and lose it, then you still be going around making on.
If you didn't have nonsense, then the one who asks, and
the more you listen to astute lawyers, they themselves, they shot themselves in the foot. You see, who alleges must prove. Who court say who could prove who asem. Into one I say state a strong case and compel your opponent to provide a credible witness to come and counter your case. She say and who mensa now na your case. Opo, you see, that is where I lost it for them. You see, morally, Metia Kacho said Jean Mensah would have done us a lot of good by going into the witness box like Aferijan did in 2012 to educate us and make the NDC case look foolish. All things being equal, because he's been accused and he feels that they should throw away the petition. It is on a Kotina box cinema and can he answer cinema punchy holes into NDC said, more some of the background and no, it's no merit. But I also tried the school of thought that, you know what? Who opponent was say manutre we are one. When I say we prove it.
Say ampa manutre we
are me. Na yemi na say me kwot now. Na obi some asem na odi manu asem ka say me ampa. You see, that is where we stand, and I think the second one makes it's more cogent, it's more practical, it's more sensible. That you had the court to go and prove. We had Roger Metelnedun, you had Pesa White, you had Asedun Ketia to go and sit in the box to make a case for you and you're like, hey, asem we there in the crap trodo pink sheet in here at the end of 27 I need 207 Jimenez and so about 2,700 in the end dear. These judges have every reason to say that Yanko ran off and answer say Yanko Bium Mohammed winning, but you went there and you had your own notches that Mame Jimenez and I'm to turn and I'm Chelsea with I think that's where they lost out. Peace Council couldn't have said it any better. Once you took the case to the honorable men, let them have a good discussion. You see, sometimes how we handle people who are defeated is what causes a lot of mayhem. One person should win, one should lose. We are young as mature people, sensible enough to govern ourselves. But even some of the lawyers, the arrogance, the impetus, the petulance, analyze it's annoying. With all apologies to them, you might be very knowledgeable lawyer for the president or for the way, but do legal luminary issues you have to exhibit a lot of decorum. That is where I have a problem. I do baby and I say Ghana yet to be stable because in Brand judges might not always be right, but that is their interpretation of the law. And your review near idea no. It is a winner. You just walk away gracefully. But the whole idea no, I think it should go both ways. Because for me, what I say will be criticize the government and judges now no friend for breach. No be so praise. I think you should call the person. We should get to that level of common sense. They want to make time we can say judges with the money miansa pa na momo Kenya you know cre or money fibia. I think you should call the person to order that you are not the one to come and run commentaries on how well we are doing our job. But your wife say be praising mo dear I am there and they be to make. But to be Chena say he feels you are being biased and you are not really having there's no dissenting views. Hana who say hey that person should come and answer. I think that is where people have issues. But in any case, we've gotten to that level. We should give them that level of respect. I might not like some people in there and some of their judgments, but once they've been given that position of discretionary power to make a decision, everybody must rally behind them and support them. Yeah. Rather than making it look like I quite say Kroma when the issue about gay by Mrs. Foreman give us a beautiful perspective. Yeah. That they manage, the liberals manage a way to get their own people on the board and they rule in their favor 5-4. That is the case. You also try to have ways, get your people in there to rule for you. I mean, that's the beauty of law. Nobody is right, but the facts in the case. Yeah. So the fact, if the facts go against you and you lose, you don't go granting unnecessary interviews and using your propaganda machinery to be granting interviews. I want to winning. Don't go making it look like you are sacrosanct. We win the problem. Biana, only Nyansan or the we should manage. Okay, we should be guided in our statements after the ruling on. We'll be watching with all eagle eyes. From now to be mature and intelligent and be sensible about how they handle it, both parties after the ruling.
The radio, the voice of the people.
Okay, I know your Peace Council, and I make a call to NPP, to NDC, and to the Electoral Commissioner. Now, I'm going to remind the MPP, both MPP and NDC say, Omunkai almost sign a code of conduct for Satama vigilantes and some no beba na omuni omushia no. Almost sign a code of conduct. Into refer to that. Now omun country omu supporters no bia and restraining ho. The Supreme Court to the bebano. Ye ji omu dinti and the asam no kodamo. Yen sumni mfanya adwuma for the sake of Ghana. Wasuguza utiano Bosuo Unity Radio 103.9 Upon national ni alongside Manucho akasi mabeye ti se edumienu pepepe na abodumienu America Crodium ha Eastern Standard Time wasam na make abodumienu a na ye bie phone lines no na mode ne amosumususu ne amodwene ene ne mode ebe madwumade awie pɛ no de aba. Your last topic a ye ka ho asɛm di ho nkɔmɔ ansana ye bie phone lines no same sex marriage, homosexuality. Fitting last week Tuesday our program iba back on air. And I didn't come I sense that was the hottest topic during the week. Na Euroma BC and now the entire year trosso and it's anybody including even MPP are buying and for this in crop for a software kesiye Pentecostal Council for enyina ka se Akufo-Addo mrabonte mechere the position in nation stance on same sex marriage and LGBTQI+. Now Omampeni Nanado, His Excellency Echo St. Michael and All Angels Cathedral ewo asokore mampon eho ena Omampeni Eko kasaye nano kwesiada na Omampeni kasa wo ho no ena okofa asa same sex marriage nsem no edibaye na nsem a Omampeni His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo kan fa ho no moma yintie ebi na judge for yourself.
This before, and let me in conclusion stress again that it will not be under the presidency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that same-sex marriage will be legal. The same-sex marriage will be legalized in Ghana. It will never happen in my time as president. Let me repeat. It will never happen in my time as president.
This is what Ghanaians have been waiting for. This is what every Ghanaian wanted to hear, most especially those who are against the legalization of same-sex marriage. The president has spoken. Omampeni Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and wakasa. Na IGP Ghana police phone na penny so say yemfanto omo yes ade na nim say homosexuality is illegal in Ghana. Enti wa reiterate say wa ye be chew say wuye bie ne de na once ade ne illegal ewo man ni mu no na che say o man no mra enso anu ebedi. And also, now the Inspector General of Police, Mr. James Opon Buonu, has said the practice of LGBTQI in the country is illegal, and therefore the service will deal with anybody who infringes the law. Section 104 of the Criminal Code of Ghana criminalizes unnatural carnal knowledge, and anybody found to be guilty of having unnatural carnal knowledge of any person of age 16 years or over without his or her consent shall be guilty for first-degree felony and shall be liable to conviction to imprisonment for a term of not less than 5 years and not more than 25 years in prison. Eti we any IGP in somewhere IGP and so ade atu idwa na enonso enono na okasa the inauguration of a conference hall for the Central Regional Police Command Cape Coast Ifiada and Omampeni nso kasa kwesiada eti enipa mienu a omuhu hia said Max Billion Becker say Ghana police should take the law and will not wait for the president. IGP akasa Omampeni dada nso say no enye ono no Omampeni dada
okay.
Omampeni foforo I say we see back on dada
okay
in 4 years no see atwam dia na majam pesa me kan see too say Omampeni foforo yato abayi na nado His Excellency so say enya ade a o say let me repeat never na sorry for na boaji so manucho Ghana for so Omampeni Omampeni akasa na a lot were also called from the IGP. People called on the IGP say the thing is in the constitution. I think you were one of them. Yes. You don't need to even wait for the president.
Exactly.
If the thing is illegal, just carry your legal mandate.
Exactly.
IGP kasa ifiada no Omampeni so kasa kwesiada.
Which is good. I think the position of our leaders have been stated clearly, and now personally I don't think it's anything different from what we've been talking about. But the good thing is that just like Nanodi Woka, some people don't read and write until they want to hear the president.
Brother beat here, your friend or say a friend hydrogen.
Oh, okay.
Na Otiefi Ghana.
Okay.
Or the text message be about say Manucho more fire.
Greetings to him. Greetings to him. Greetings to him. But I think it's good. It's good that many that's what there are some people, they might not just be like we'll be understanding or accept information or how he sees our leaders. It is almost kind of bioma a man are shame no who say wow, this is a call in the right direction. For the starting with the IGP, the position is clear that the statutes of Ghana has criminalized same-sex acts or natural sexual knowledge. Although there's a school of thought that they should define unnatural sexual knowledge well, but him say sleeping with the same sex they are unnatural. That is not God's own natural way. Until we any with dear, you see, any other the caveat that I'm happy that people should be circumspective in who they say because the person what time will be another code they are quite so near quite near lunch near there. That's what you want to prevent. Once you have enough evidence that two people being a sex actor and more there, you have to report them.
Yeah.
And they will catch them, and it's seen as a felony in Ghana, which minimum 5 years, maximum 25 years. Exactly. Even demeanor speak to me about minimum 3, maximum 5. And I'm say, wow, the statutes are just like the US. Felony, you get those one, maximum 25 near there. That is the position of the law. You can't really go questioning it.
Although we are making a message, be a Frances Diaba, me person me kind of distract you. From track now nam so sisiano men ko help phone so
men share yeah oh no na send me who message or that send okra men phone there send me messages to me yeah and I think it's a call in the right direction that the law we are police in we are soldier in Ghana you are mandated by law that when you have enough evidence you do the needful. I'm only pleading that we should not use it as a reason to misbehave. In Ghana, I say I'm Robertson and Yanko for them Manasseh. People have been died. Instant justice, and many people when they did not really commit or they were mistaken. Into some of these, I said before then, so we set people up just to get them in uncompromising situation and beat them or disgrace them. But if you are a gay person or you have any intentions of being a gay in Ghana, they who say our law frowns deeply on it. The law is not silent on it that gayism will not be accepted. You have the right. You can travel to Holland, Sika, US, Nigeria, UK, Belgium. You can go to Sika Asylum. But what's a Ghana and Kwana we Ghana ni we Ghana ni we are our laws are against it. So it will not be seen. And the president also reiterating. That is what people let me reiterate again say and not under his presidency because there are a lot of having those minds say you be push here because the president has gone to Canada to go and say it is bound to happen now. You see his words against him and they tomorrow close it and sleep because under no way now just say even a transitional democracy cannot harbor some of these nuances with all apologies, which I find even people in Ghana they won't cry. Unfortunately for you, maybe you think that polygamy, gayism is good for you, but once you're a Ghanaian, born in Ghana, born bred battered in Ghana, no, it's the opposite. So you just follow suit. The president also mount, and beyond that, and we as Ghanaians, when I'm fighting for say, we should make sure that we educate our kids, we train them, say that it's not easy. We are not fighting against flesh and blood. It's some exactly some
Manucho.
Yes, it's just like COVID. I believe that most of their acts are under COVID. It's just like COVID. Until you're working hard, now you're making sure.
Who says Manucho is not a pastor?
Oh, me, I'm a pastor.
Into Frances, message na de ban and your bonnet. So why?
Yes. Into my pastor. I think the oppositions are clear now. That's the president. Mom, he feels he should state his position again. We're stating unequivocal that under his presidency, never will Ghana accept gayism or LGBT as a way of life. It is against our custom, norms, and way. If it's bound to happen, and maybe after him you can start that discussion again. But once he remains the president of Ghana, he started a stance just like the John Mohammeds, the Akufo-Addo, the Kufos and Codate, that they don't think that we are there yet. And I pray you will never get there, because if you do proper education and support people who feel that they are in some of these circumstances to come out, you won't say let's support them. How are they operating? learn their ways and find a way to curb them, nip them in the bud. It's normal council. When people are coming to Ghana under the guise of one baby businesses near there, make sure we do proper diligence. But that is what will help. A lot of people come under the guise. We say no place of office. They lied about it and they still had their thoughts met. Those are some of the things I think we should do now. Brunei plane from US or about Ghana now about BBA. We should stop them. We should be sure. Go back room cry. They don't give you the opportunity. Okay, I know about. Sometimes they do due diligence and they follow you and make sure that they all kind of way. I think we should respect our sovereignty and work hard towards protecting it. Not just a president talking enough for us to start jubilating. I have a problem when people started jubilating when he said that. Mankasa Media had a problem, but the truth is that is what the people want to hear. So give it to them, and to deter those people who feel that we are now emboldened to start misbehaving. Now, beyond that, and also maybe you should have said that. Maybe I don't know when IGP Nekano said those diplomats now they are not about Ghana no more so no more joining. We should find a way to remove all those things. Sam George has been very vocal on it because at the end of the day, we should stop the animal farm incidents across Ghana. Say diplomats, ambassadors, high commissioners, that's a meetings of gays. That's they go back to down with the president.
They look down on our laws and our constitution now. We should deal with them.
I think that is the direction we should go now because that same high commissioner gay the next moment or call Jubilee House the president how sure are we? What would they discuss? Would president tell him that next time we will not even entertain you for 2 hours in our country? Okay. We need to, beyond the rhetorics and the talk, the action should be back. The inside, I mean, when you say, I've told you 5 years from now, you have another discussion.
5 years from now, we might have another discussion. I have Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo, Sinimo Facebook, Yadamunyina say, YouTube, Mo share no, Oko YouTube, and one looking for Unity TV, Worcester. Upeso on the go, Mo complaining with Worcester, say, I would drive na deɛ no article dru baabia yedika ka kyerɛ mo de obetumi ayɛ say ukɔ Play Store na wa download Unity Radio app no Play Store Google Play Store na wa download Unity Radio app no ti baabia onam bia no obetumi atie listen to us on the go. Francis message na ode buy no wasi ya bi mamin kan later eza wona ne be kwa akokobra me pick calls but wasi ayuko nucho keep giving them ride why Titana me mama right. Francis men can't say in America. Na me mama right. Why?
So to awaba mama form.
Na on aye okay, there's like I say Big Olu Beat and Barbering Hair Salon and Ochi Chrome Restaurant, Dan Auto Repairs, Richway Auto School, Raf Roofing. Omunyina boy chidom ne adwumade bro. Ma men call line so na ye me phone lines no na ya frɛ phone so for ma dwenkyeremra. Number bet to me dear friend, more free outside Ghana. And then what the engine is obi bet to me a first line which now is simple because the other line here I'm for some 508-846-3021 508-846-3021 I'm free Ghana now the +1 ashe animu Canada for the minimum some fra straight abeba many Europe for 508 3846 508-846-3021 508-846-3021 Big Olubi Tambabring Hair Salon, Dan Auto Repairs, Anochi Chrome Restaurant, Richway Auto School. And Mako wenum nyina na tayechi ana yede jumedi bro. Mame peke me first caller. Ozay.
My main fan tweet if we me say Ghana Gambia and ya show 1-0.
Okay.
Ya start
Ghana ne Gambia under 20 nations championship. Ekoso no said the car say be ma mo update no. Manuchu the update aba second half and ya sha say ayebo. Ghana she Gambia ekabako Gambia instrumente. Nti e mo mpa say di be ka ho na ye be hold on to this results. Say it me hold on and na say qualify eco finals.
Yeah, to play either Uganda or Tunisia.
Inti ano so eno no. Eti moma yensha no so. Na moma yensha no so. Oh. Na saying me phone ye rough power. Nipa bet is 5. Any original line so. Phone na say freeze view. I don't know what is happening. Nicho. We have a big problem here. Phone freezy. Okay, mama in try home rest is here quick na yemra me fam course no. 5083084630021. Mama in try home rest is here.
Asam paretia obayansa fuso obunide won kana asam te ma futu sam kakre wa supreme yo kofi amani ya woman amani ya mama ni baby ako watata ya wareni onso wani nipa nasade pa wo fioye
sebe ya free abusia for mo fan chen phone na dey adwuma no course no be ti say ensia sesen ba so ana amana freezy ya magic course no ya na usually ya na man for but say wo Worcester mami nyusu one line na me honto me ya na okwa na ya na obre eti wo de batch phone ya restart no nti sesi ane de minya nwie kra na course na start san ba no enti mami mpeke your first call I'm here me batch honey. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Tuninka.
Me bacho me tonka na mo fanche like phone freezy eti me bacho udin design. Yeah, me tonka.
Akasa me hydrogen mo sunyane.
Oh, hydrogen una na obo manu twa abaso no ho.
Ah, no one very message.
Okay.
And before we unity radio, no kind of Mauto, more fire. Now, so we are safe around yeah, right. My man is having cleaning. Well, the kind of meaning 10 days, it was there by a quarter year for you. You can say, okay, 2012,
me pacho hydrogen jina ma me pacho hello amu hydrogen echi no hydrogen echi nipa 5 na ho me pacho wa wo ben radio so for few weeks na uti online wo Ghana na Canada na bia no mesra mo mute and mo move away from a radio set no because me nya feedback akra me headset him said there ye better hydrogen ni obi a o kasanka clear enti mesra mo a hydrogen to asuma me
I said in America, and you know, your course on the 12 court. NPP for no promoting shit at Chazam in Yamahan Koyi. This time around, I'm not the Diambo. 19.5 what time? You want to say, yes, I will be here, you know, this is Yaman, which is more sorry. And it's one me, I think, and then you want to reach the minute of say, I no question, I'm not full per se, Wokumia. Ghana, as did no right, yeah, even your president Ghana is so many let's say maybe the good running up there. I can't
okay, answer that CP in your bema I friends hydrogen a free studio my main family in your bampacho wow number no nana will jump to us.
Yo, Oko Manena was a name here from 25.
Nano jam say mukromu na nanado koka say onye same sex marriage ni ntumo
nana make kontoji ya meti na president now Oko me one for them wa president class I was simply na me talk ko after me na second force on nam say yes man for there it is all about como no for the future new start na na wa mapa mo ni se by president apama po Ofuo ko ya de tian no opem so Manasseh so ba manpo. Ti o kede na manpo there ya hero papa say president aba manpo na tumu yes so so very manpo deserve better. Yeah bona pasu mi manpo. He deserve better pa o be re me do no me di trafo even also so mu kwa ya Africa pansa se kontipe. Nto manpo ni we ka tumu sembe. No na say pa wa ye neka ya bidina to stop tumu kwa. So afiafe ye twani ugusu kutarek ya fuso. Obama mpobe kansa sembe. Make a research of not so. Okomi come in na me make na say enema e koso e wo Ghana ya adie I see a kind of president for near down and send out for go. E ko for parliament to talk for me na police for some more so. Ye tin ko for na yen semra. Ana mi ko tie see
Amnesty International.
I say a new constitution. Constitution yen ye to constitution no believe in a trauma. E nim ko di education. IGP
Ababontin there. If you had an onusu kokasa or Cape Coast, IGP in Zwaka
also me I for my casa mentor. I saw the same so we no side. Any keep all the time.
Nana obi a we are hinin na o call say yinkunkuma man for sana na no de enye. Emrane say ya chi obi a. Emrane say ya chi obi a. Obetumi akoda afiase afri mfie num akopem mfie aduonu num
Ghana prisons any 16 child e why ma yes am for to no ko no le sa mo fa akogo mo dem no omunya bi ni me yes am for mo koku no mo ko fa de no obo yen semre na yes ayanda o edase bo no
yes edase nana ojambema ezo edie okay, my main peke minu abema referee Daniel Okasafi Worcester my intio.
Okore no machi.
Mejo so minu abema. Ya dase.
Media no pebe bia mi fanse oba peli president no. Ono na say this born nyina FM no FAG ni LGBT na sem na make. Adentina make us so beti obeye peli ni first time no ko ye interview edima Agazira no.
Yeah.
Asemo kan ni say na coalition bi ni ho asori a o di o play say LGBTQ ma edima o Ghana. Etino amene bisa ni say it is bisa sorry na womu price omu so yen legalize omu Ghana obe support na or see it is something that is bound to happen. O si asie it is a work as a kasa same way na ene anipa ne hu say oh say ye ma bonti emeka ye me pray ti say ye pese ye di etumunti no na obi an carry ene de ye sorry ne abe president be abeti atuma na afi de aseme na president no kan anti president no on ma clear because asem okokani and as a public pressure be now they say okay bibi ni hu say on support but uhwe pa dia onu na che sa akrofo no kutupa oka hu asem okan no na amani pa bi hu say yes akwanya wo ho edi ma omunti so mo sorry no mo pray no mo agitate me pray say yes legalize that gay lesbian Ghana wa akwanya no wo eti Nina no ayo mampeni aye president Akufo-Addo ne ko fata o how the na edibai it is so so bobia yenya yemfa mo mampeni because
yes yeah da CP yenu abema Daniel aye chao Worcester for Daniel so dia no ma me peke me pacha wa number ye 0854 no una adrus we are na 2446 no so ko
Yo, how do file any Katafri one chizungu?
Oh, how do Okasafre hen?
One chizungu, Buno Hafu, Bujo Pro.
Oh, okay. How do my intio?
Yo, Opo, the Edican on Boa Basso, why are they coupon shell Pania, the Mapa, we are Boa, why the Abiaka or my Ghana, and coupon Yokas, maybe a Likan said, NDC, they have the constitution, near the court, because we have Article 63. Say answer no be mampini say we 50+1 na MD sama no ko nu ye ma me dem mathematics no we are President Mahama enya 50+1 enya na do enya 50+1 nti court no ejina Ghana mamra no eke rerun emma between Mahama enya na Adudankwa Akufo-Addo dey do call no dey do call so na MPP o national campaign chairman former national chairman ejima MPP Peter Martimanu eka say Mami Jamesa enya na do vote mpedi aka President Mahama o ade say no ba kuno no Mami Jamesa say Ghana ya vote kwa result no kwa be MPC enne pese akamamunu be dina no won ti akwanya ho fa so esisa ye result kwa president ni na penyi official ka President Mahama won pe Ghana for ya sam won pe Ghana mpunto won pe Ghana kwa ankandame audu faila ngenya akwanya kwa atiemu asemana se Ghana manyina ni ya sinina ye kwa da President Mahama enam ajumta wa fada ede amaya mai Ghana nti President Mahama de bia asida na ede na asida to sinelu ten semwa ye kan wa semwa mafo ekitaru President eko ka se sha kawe na mudi be mai ama romana ye dia inde Ghana fo yenko mi wana ile President Mahama ka se won pune so na do be ko ka se bomb to happen eko ba se pressure group bi e be chene so e got me aba ama ye entisa e no mu cha mu si o se sadia inde pressure group me ko bi office ya ko se President Nado ebe pune so aka President Nado ko ka to happen aka chane mo wenina embo ti subuonu don sama eba ye ka subuonu nina ye fombo na Adudankwa Akufo-Addo eni MPP na Nado ni Ghana and ni ye ndo manya ye businesses nyina gu ye to shinkoso na go su be kawo Islam ekuti Islam de kwasi bani ba ekoda ye kunu ye shuo mu be mani be mada ye kunu na shuo mu ntike eye muni enya adika na Nado what ya ka so as a pressure na da tunu so ntina Nado an ka no ni Ghana and ni ye muni o mi du be cha mi da so
yada CP Yaudu Moso Frefi Wenchi Zongo mame mpeke wow number 2446 no to aso mame
Bacha Boafo tare ko fi dry
Boafo abom design
Akufo-Addo ma fungo kupo
yada radia say Boafo na no mensaka
election petition wan semina
mba Jose
what kind election petition wan semina
yeah now the
okay
peace council right. Futu na mo kan no ne e don so e bon nkomo ye
all right mama cha na me che wa tie fo nyina na le mo maba so eduma de amoye he o se and Solomon tema obeye chairman ma the launching of my first coup d'etat book na otoye odigi posika eto ta book ni bi ban former President Mahama no e de NDC for ama me ka sewo amanfo ko kan ho asema pena former President Mahama sign sure letter mane bo amamfo ko kan ho asema na former President Mahama sign sure letter de ko pan di Solomon achew e wo Ghana ha ya bi o here you are not blaming another for what say na na right dey what speaking categorically clear say any time e be jisa de na tum nti uni e bi ato ba bi na say o fi say asema o kan say it is going to happen no na that is it. You be the other say some time ago now we na US na a year juma but as time goes on this year ya dia my day eguso ayekoso it is another ko ka say as far as ye ni pan de nyama bi mo sabi to me happen e wo Ghana but anya na breso wa kristo super jan kwenya na breso ye kom na papa na kiri ato no ntin Ghana for yama ye ni na ho na ye hu ha o ye be fa so 100 ne ma na me de me penisenka ahenfo no for na fi oche na fi gamanche na fi ya na amone ahimpompon for no nkata na ka ye traditional laws no mo nse mu den e wo the various places because o do for ka say atantimani wa e be che o say na nye da ho ne eti aya mamre na say ya chi bi na ya ye na say example ada dia te say no be mane mana akofo mtino ya nye fofo no emra da mo so meka bi no mo mesem da bi no na emfa mo tane man ho bai na tin se no so koso a ebetumi ate de ekoso no so kakra na me de man we ba bi no se wo hwe the one nyama ACP was immunization na ye kan wan se many vaccination na ye sabe wo ye benefit any childhood diseases me ye wa akora measles ne tuberculosis ne chicken cough ne yare ahudo bebre but this time around because of vaccination na ekoso no so ya really be any hobby yellow fever na dey fix am ansa na akwa bi na bi ni mpayin fie so na ya ma immunization mako 14 e mu bi ani ho ekuni pa no Some are poliomyelitis. Some people were killed. Vaccination. Some people were killed with a bad intention. Say we want to bring the member my infertile and after for. They kill people.
For time we are some, for some up. I mean, 2 points in the same.
You see, your best friend, I did be a thing, Ghana, made but you so many immunization, and Mama, me and combat the iron because I had a hazard. But that's more from
yes, that's CP, but from Bacho, what would you want to ask? A new Luman, so a new Obey, so a new Raman, so it is a 1 2 dear wow, or number 2,000 Bacho Casamami.
African president
and Africa president Bacho, I mean, number minim Nipacunti.
Me that the media, Mamin Toasumo. Obia security or security couple. Ghana security in our Kurano. Who can ask them to on format security in Yagima? Or say a handful. And I'm not him to sorry no more Cata say, wow, but you go up a share to be a say. I don't know Yagima. Why no woman opportunity? Yes, security no Obama opportunity.
But security IGP akasa enanu fiada oman peninso akasa nra enti den biem na omomeka
now the mini about for you to say I am from Muna and Soren Casana Mika. I am afraid there was the gas on the script looking out for Mampagin. Yes, say the script in the kind, do Mampagin in a can qua. A can qua. A moment go high dino. So much back to Apodium to Camiboa. Omoko, I then Mampagin must create a conform. Adia eye boni a binu o smati ende o ma ba bo san amaya ho dipana nim ye nim go fofo mo go han dan asasi now o mo da sunam dan o ya no mo he wo se wo mpe na den say we e say leadership by the example ye chi tan ko ko to famra kwan so ye chi o mo a ti no obi mba bio na wa ja o mu abagina wo say mi mfa so mi wa wo pa say gabru ti da kundi e nam social media. So see young down or be out of the town with you. No man take to farm with you. If you way, Abraham, you know, I don't never go. Got it for the night. Or you know, the man home, we don't more farm with you. What do you say? Woman, getting it for Yagma. But I say, Yaman, or the same people, you want smart, or much of the Yagman. I mean, about to know some cacra. A young one was saying that. I get you for the say, not really bad ones now. Mamma, I think you can pay for. Bible says, we are the park, or you might. We are the park. Go to a being killed on the TV station. Young kind of person was a different one, didn't see. You must have one name to Muslim publishing my mouth on you. Oh, we are the power, money, but Medasi.
Yes, we are the CP, Africa president. Aha, Unity Radio 1039. Or being back to us, so we are now Oluma and Swako. Now Ramanaba.
Yo, boom, Mammy, you know. The more about and what my papa had the boy on my Ghana. Maybe a Kakrameka Alpha is a no. Mampana Babacata. It is a Mampani Casanate, Judge Nambadina or Canazama. Mampani Judge Jason, Pandian or Camudi. Mampani person, or no, the pencil. And this is one on the Catabacata. So, you said, okay, didn't bring the view. Your friend, you are Thomas Pencil. Okay, I have a lawyer in the view. Okay, I'm John Pencil. And now, okay, when you're ready, I'm fine actually. You are Farmer Pencil. Okay, when you're ready, I'm fine actually. And I will go out to Swaka and another pencil at identity. And who did a good one, it is bound to happen. I'm a penny as other Cassay now. The kind of by word of mouth. Young lady, I'm fine actually. Near to her, you were back, what you have pencil, we about him a pencil. And you know, that's how I'm one say, yeah, they are for Yap. And you know, any child, you know, that's in the baby Yaban. Young man found to walk. And your cousin can hear say, academic pencil, young pencil. Okay, we are now. It's in the Yaman, by a going for the young Pembra in fantastic. Now, yes, we see what I'm not kind of. unim MPP for me no ya adwene pa ke ya tu ni ya appointees na be yibeke ba thank God ne ayi subordinate ni be yan so be meanwhile ya appoint wa ya wo mo na da wo so nipa no wo ba da so en na da wo ya minister so wo ya soafo wo ba da so ngurufo na so MPP for de ya tu ni bi da se bi ne wa bi kana abe ngurufo kitan so no en me ha ya 2020 elections and you lose a multi, you know.
Yeah.
Especially this season, now, you abandon you know. Then you go, never saw office, never pick up one beba. And see, if you can open or walk up and walk of your winning. And if you are young, Adiana, Saboshana, which you are watching 2024, at the high, and this are for you to have them up free. Say, you say, so. Or won't you say, if I have to have a
Okay. Yeah, that's CP. Obey. Yes, yeah, that's your for Robert was Ulma Yanko. We are not Raman Swaba. Raman Kasamaminto. Raman Yanko. Raman.
Opo, when you're ready, Mamen.
Okay, Roman Yanko. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Opo Mamen Tuaso, Namen Boa Basunia Jumasune, Admadia Mobo, Nangopo Shiran Kamu, and say in Ghana, no, ye, and Opo, and Naya Junkin on my Ghana. Opo Mampenina Nadu Danko Akufo-Addo, and Ra. The Saturday or Kokasai, our sorry that you ever cast or no dear, sir, at the time, the phone, and ya or best so. Now, I'm out for the 3 or Montini.
Ada almost I didn't almost percent common person man penning can say.
Me say Brano, Pia, what a drama for you about the snow tell you who. Don't tell you don't tell you every yes hair and Grana and now look here Casana do 8 o'clock. You can say a Bianca Sassamo, you can Asana review of Asana Casamo, but what one what Asamo so. Twang, if you want a month of the basic, Papa, I tell my question, I felt that you were Kayano. And now, sorry for one now country one country to for Ghana for you. If grab one thing and Ghana, you never come in your consent. Nanadu don't cook for the mini and another dear, Montpellier, Sadi Santa, the phone, the Nadan in the Bosuo. Banan drum could be expected for Panabeka.
But Raman said, where Dick can say, Omampeni Dada. Mahama or your interview no kind one national broadcast but they say we live in a global village in two cars somewhere a cobe and to be on Mampeni might have felt to say Makokan war Catholic sorry them into your who he has a message repeating me Anna
oppose the
sir
and the same that people be grading come on oh number I put na san kebetism on pini asasem ni be free na no but I want to say what boss asem no so omo de ha omo pa nti ye sre no so nya konya e bete ni so ba ka e COVID-19 asem na
okay
so on kata asem
but Raman obi a ose one ten wo ti ana wa ka kire na wo audio na no asende ama no say no so be boa
oh e boa boa say ono waka wakaya di ati bimu homo mu nim bimu so mante
timisi di onim no sentina ya Anopa Bosuo no amenipa bebre okrum akra bi ana omonte ba na ya bebo audio no enti ya bo audio na obi a onte ye no na wate di onim no nso na wahu enti me point ne say di onte ye na ka kire no
opon se saje o atoga na fotini pa de me bi mi se pe ya di Ghana foko tupu mu kura tasem wo you carry Ghana for Tina Tankrana, that's the Mugana for the car. Twang. And I said, Guru, and then I was another Akufo-Addo. That thing. By Nickmana now, all one another, Mampinino. Opo, so share America Mampinini, ya one no. What an any furniture, Christmas, and so not my ocean, Libya, not the channel. But when ankasa no on chechi apart from those man on sa ye nimte wodi wa fashi an fa sa ho and all the so man pinimu ono ye mu bidie ye ntiase
okay
obo ye mu bidie ntiase nti next time bia me strama pinimu so ko e bi say ya on man nipa no bon ho ban yie na on che growth no ya bia e be ya e be tuma segu se se e bia na nipa na nsa ko bibi on nsa ho no da so man pinimu e se I never pay you no.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yes, that's it, Raman. Ulma to us, we are now, another number is on Soko.
Opo me that's it, Benia Kwanya, dear mammy. My men share Ghana for more America, Massachusetts, that's Anna Crony.
Massachusetts.
Maha, the chair, when you know, I meant Mr. Dan, Danso. Do na friend dan auto repair mamentiano and Anopa America na mentia ya party chairman Kojoago the name so da hukura mu dia because na say na program members name ni ayeko maintain and cancel at solution the contact opo
yes sir
but they come and Akufo-Addo about for the first time abra adole bae no o show leadership. Now we can't try say you can't papa and one. Now you want vice and son and
oh my goodness. My goodness, for a number boom vanchame. Another caller was coming. May try a merging na mako hit drop. Tima drop course na was swinging na vanchame. 508-846-3021. 508-846-3021. It happens. From Swanaba. Vanchame. I'm making a couple of messages as we wait for the Ulma and Onemibeko because we're just watching Onemibeko. Messages Kakra Abba Yan kind being through as we try and get the next caller through. What Nanabwate, thank you very much. I say my favorite part of the show. No kind about motivational message, no. Royal BBC, good morning. The champions trust you are good by His grace. Please calm tempers today. My rivalry lovers. Oh, the Inkwana. Peter Apenten say, good evening, bro. I'm watching you live from Dubai. Jemfi Rosina Ghana. I say I'm watching you from Ochilkrum. How are you? Mabna any udia me defropa. Me hoye nyame adu me giri se won so ne abusuafo ho ye ofie. Ricky Rosie, you guys are doing superb, top-notch socio-political analysis. I'm impressed with Manucho's submissions. Manucho all the way. Frances say, enjoying the show a lot. Big ups to you guys. Manucho keep giving my ride. Why? Scott Saffo say, great job, guys. Frances say, I called today, but too many people on the line. A man for the no more line so mako drop a man for Boafo nti obi antimi mfre bi mo antimi mfre bi ma we had so many calls that should be fine but enya calls for bi a ebefa e dey aka hom my cancer tie for says opese otie dwumadi a da bia Anopa 9 to 12 mo mfa ncheme emse olumaya baso olumaya we dey emfiu olumaya emfriu we frimia me obi banana me imagine pakro ena me nsako ekomia enko ena me kate okor nti fa che me to asoma me
yo ponti de na me kana se manu na ba so show leadership na odi ka de na ko try apense sana huye leader esa o akaji animo bibia nsibia na ko se na ka oyo man penia sebi onye ni packet waje this year the how much money now so this is that bold decision I think for the first time in the history of me no me bona pastor oto atama na rama kana onene nyaage no na de kwa Akufo-Addo kwa sare den na onim sa sare den de nya di sa be koso eno kai
e wa asante mampo
platform na yasi na etino e ho na na eten ko ma yasi na ho te sa you know want to sort and then to sort now all kinds of former president Obama
yeah
Kenya can him ɛna Kenyatta ka kyerɛ Obama ka ne sɛ minawe ɛna Kenyatta ka no kora kyerɛ Obama that very day Obama fairly photo we are leader and so we both and so we are cow Jindra no say a man Jindra on there na just in the jail Obeka otomine manucho enya agen so Obeka say ndi just my dey call court no ye bom na dey press extreme ame no ye buta emi buta manucho anyone kasa opo as a senior journalist and one journalist for so many years from Fox FM to America opo mi buta say and they buta say results na ma me dey declare results no Akufo-Addo nya say Mahama nya say other parties nya say wo be nya ka tre ye buta say results na ma me dey declare the knife no any do about to sign the 10th, any do about to sign the 11th, any do a court na ni na declare results. If you buta say mu dia yin and am me dey mu dia yin na manuto ah wo ti studio wo jira so aka say we na correct results na and if you find no evidence enko etime ya konya mama me no table say election na no granted you free and fair there Mammy the right place and FM commitment that can be said you for that in 2013. Not come on, not catch him. You are seeing that. Say. Of what you want about Samda. From 92, Rolling Sam Krana, no military leader. I remember democracy 92, 2020. Now you are about my Nipo Wuda. You quite registration my Nipo Wuda. But for the first time, the history of Ghana, I'm Mammy Jamesa Babe, the first time, you see Bosuo. You got to remember Nipan 9. What to be that? Your quite registration, many people registration, what to be that? It's my many Busan 77. Yes, you will have to one cool. Instead of my many quantity members in other countries. No one will have someone and some getting now. None can say nothing the Professor Jampo. What's in my mina? I'm quarter one continent. I'm a young diaspora. I'm a young yeah. I don't know why you know. And you're victim for NDC. And you're just victim for NDC. Supreme Court made the exam NDC. Never victim for NDC. Because now, say that who is the no one false life. I mean, 2013, I mean, say, impossible to say that we are now results. Supreme Court made declare the MPP. I do Manasseh, young court, but the young person and the Supreme Court judge and can say, yes, justice, and me a one. 2013 Supreme Court judge is a panel no account. One Nipa 9 out of 9, NDC now 5, MPP now 4. One Kuani Kase. MPP and now NDC and 50 plus 1. Young Councillor Balina, young Cotton Woofer. Other three no more against NDC. No, I guess somebody by the police station they are affected. Young Cotton and the side justice and your boy and the only Supreme Court judge and the one judge and to me and also wanted to pop us the same Islamical and there was a journalist from Monkey. What did that? Oh, Ghana Bakwasemo. Let the Supreme Court judges, right? 9 Panama members in the certificate and the trial over there. It's the 77 to as somebody call for Nina Sobia and one in the orienting or the Asamana. It may be a woman can create Manucho, Mamma Cousin in the baby hour because we analysis, we have fair analysis. Baby are some baby than I want out the two. But in this case, they won't go for big time. Mamma never declared so everything they never results come. I know you did Duma, you never results come or got that year. They had 9, they had 10, they had 11, they had 13, no, and now see a new court, or the court in the age so and they are created to my what 30 months out. I was there, I went there to vote, meaning their course. You're causing now cause over him. Okay. If you Ghana about what can you want to buy election? Numerous calls to and no be liars say, Mamma Baba say the election was free and fair. Police said to be about what say Town Commission Akufo-Addo FC Commission final results of the bad Akufo-Addo. What would you be a mechanic? What goes around comes around. President now Supreme Court asset. President now the Manasseh asset. No. And yet then MPP call us Manuto. MPP will never will not be power forever. And yet they one day. Now 2024. Now 2028. Now 2032. Now 2036. Now 2040. NDC will come to power one day. It will be NDC super power. No, but he is the boss. Now he is the boss declare results. Now he is the boss because one that come and my young Busa and someone. Ghana get a bit.
Yeah, that's all, man.
Austerity will
judge us all. That's it.
Posterity will judge us all. Me bacho nipa baako minim se Nana Twafo Boama ansa na Samia ko. Nana Nana wadar ma yitio.
Me say me kasa we na nyama si na me ra papa. Ofre radio
no so kasa wi na.
Ya tete ma me say na 9 o'clock me ra me wo pani ni bi. I just said, me go. I want them now to me. I just said, Panino or the master. Me say manu ni. Me just say, if we hire a yipa number, sabi, then na mo try me work on it. Ogo, Bombay mami, boss. He said me Mayale. As you say,
Nana Ojam, Bajo, BBNC, vaccine, ma Munisa, a hune, a union from Trimesa, Samo him for a.
I'm many enough to say, military from abuse.
Nana Shizi, Nana do award ye been there. I'm a moana.
Oh, I know the man. I don't know. Open a free man. I do have to prove you. On the
Uja move our ground to check. Vaccine in I clear. Vaccine in I is safe. Mama NGFD and FD about one thing. Well, Nana boy Jumanana Bibi Anto catch or say yes Bibi Anto Yankupon Tinti say I no cry my men find your conditions say Bibi to a Bibi Anto into the Bibi Anto. Na Ujam Boa Trafo hene Asante Mampon no udi juma na hene mu atimi fra he's a Trafo hene but no yeah obi a ono pe politics that frefre that anza no okudi hene no dia mo ndimi njai Sami woline so Sami wi na ya nso ko Sami mami ntio
Information me mamoni ejuapa moye ediabwa omangana ni iriasi afanena me chairman to any analysis and why I will want to encourage Manucho say you shouldn't listen to what people are saying because anything none of the kind this is the people the other comment about it and he should keep on doing the job that he's doing. Open coming so I'm saying upon that question be say the topic now, they were to us and another say, only being married and I think sex marriage and to Napoleon and here. Yeah, then I would say, I would be there with for TNT.
Minyano, Peace FM Online, Ghana Web, all the reputable websites with audio. On one another, Casa Fiada. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Ewa Asante 27 Saturday, Ewa Asante Mampon. Sorry, a Catholic Church. Anglican diocese no mo dijuma di bi no mo to nsafre no ko kasai no kan asem no too.
Okay. Does it matter where the president was coming after Ghanaians to say I will not do this, I will not do that because we are waiting for him to come and say something I never done for come from him. Papa na komampu and wako kawa so them I don't see why people are lambasting and calling for said and others should have national television so no make it cancer baby. Maybe the predecessors no both Atamos and Jamamano. Yeah, national camera and go see almost so. Mama, my cousin Ghana for you know say and the president Mahama now president Thomas at the cousin Ghana for say. So, but it's same says married that to another day. A interview, I know me, you know, call a interview, no, you know, Mokai. And so, no, when you know, come on, no, entirely, I'm gonna phone you another trip because president, in some of the Kenyan, go for buyer. In the honor could not kind of come again in Unity Radio, Musumania, Moka, Peter from a TV stations now. I never have to say, or send playing so on this side, and it's not going to condone that. I don't know why people are still saying that he we should have come on national television and come and see so many could job and on into me. I know there is never in the bed. Waka Amayaki say or no man same-sex marriage on into me. And then the most important thing because you only a politics on Manasseh. What the Casa on my business stand. And I don't see, sir. I don't know, sir. I don't know why people are still saying that. Until you know there is never about the vaccine, you know. Minimum there. And then you are meeting say, and Kayan came and then penny fully now 1 month and 1.5 months, 2 months ago. Now, yes, my boy, who said, behind you, okay, and then I can you because it didn't see another Boafo and another Boafo or the Nigerian military. Who was going to boom?
Sa ehunu na yepese yifro there is no need to harbor any fear. Vaccine in kumunipa unko vaccine no engu. That guarantee is there. Sa ehunu munyin free of vaccine no nya sabi enya Ghana for nkwane enipa edika ewobi. And for the president to elect himself as the first person with his wife to take the vaccine, as I said, mamo confidence say enya dia vaccine no enye safe. FDA director ne ono so abekasa say vaccine no omni World Health Organization enyina na hwehwem eye krogin eye very safe ti munyi sa ehu ni mfiri mu because esa yare no spread ya na spread the organ.
Yeah, and no on another kasana azoba ko emi then go say he will never, I mean, uncover idea said na
do your president a o lead nipa no akofa wajivansia enya atum no de abekum nipa ni nyina sabio hwanso na obedi president no obedi no hwanso
ya do want some nothing but still aga opo ehu kaka Ghana from in the media me say you can penny nko
okay penny for asem a wo kan no ma memfa we ntum ma otumfo o say tutu the second ena gamanche Ghana himfo akese ni nyina sisi abase asante ni gamanche chief imam ene himfo akese aka ni nyina omo beje omo vaccine ochina live on television.
Okay. Yada. I rather say, I empire boy in your airborne no put a vaccine when Kofa Bonibia American.
Okay, yada say. Samuta Masuma Memfo before. Ya to asuma me from Inchira.
Yo, go, Nada was na Matia or Beja for more boy in Masona. Na moving from Mamuka cry a film of
yes, you have film.
It's a Beja for Opo, you didn't kind of mama and child for anyone to put in Ayako. I'm over the weekend. And Piazza Model, Chroma Hanum. You monitor various social media platforms. I open it. I conquer and won't be shooting net of 1 year in my preview of Quanswa. Now a more rem, Yasiri Tabayan and Sa. Nurse near or Buamaya Jim Manfoy. I can't hold him. Obancha, I know and that.
Yamamoyako.
Yamubiani, Yamoyako. Logo,
yes, sir.
Vassana, anyone in America, and yet, we are by the show, Muntia Moon. That's my Lisa, who never have seen. I am called. That's no question. No, so you say 600 something thousand.
Yeah, 600,000.
Yes, you know,
do 1 million. Yeah.
Omo benya kwanya say. Yeah, ma omo bia ma my den. Oma wono. Oma ye encourage omo. Ye tin wo ba diaze. Obi awa awu. Sebimpo awo na awu na time na so ye hu so bani bi e wo vaccine. Ye best Mama my good fear in Adessa, or Moya Aya will say, of the Quaco, Naya encourage you. Na Saya ran a protocol and paying for the Guanum. When me so, when I'm paying for that's what Doctor Fony, as my 42 or mine, or ma, Yaria Kuamuna, and Yago or Ghana Hanum.
Okay.
And it's a big about the Guama fight against this, you say. Yes, sir, Ghana for. And no matter what tell you why you did go. I am far going and 20 politics in future. When you make a young man paying for the back of father bonny beer, then I'm more my about the cool.
Okay.
I buy a nice Ghana for paying for 5 years, but not only the Kuya. Here's one on the soil.
Okay.
I leave you. And the other sir, I am whom will never say no. Or mom be now quenaso, on the mom be our normal co. Now, you now quenano. We're down protocol, sir. I am paying for the Abana. Give me so. Opo.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Time record.
President, you done as a what's to Aka? Am I paying for my benina or taking a stand? Home, and if your president swapped in a number to her, yeah, that's yes, one walk on the talk. So I can't win so. Ghana, I'm so sad.
Okay.
I'm so crying at the end for due to some normal humanity. And the other
and if you can say,
over the past Christmas,
okay, yeah, that's it. Otan Naso, you know about my that's it. Or see, same sex marriage in my is also because you can't answer some Ghana assassin baby or what. Nyame Boafo nsuo ntoho kwesi agima Worcester my ntio
national maguma basu ti radio ni moduma pa mo bona me fa ko na nsuo so acha wa tifo nya no arefo nya national meda Akufo-Addo no ati say along last what you be na no aka bibi because am Ghana for ma sure no na me fe Ghana akọ no so na ka ho bi na e ma no etini kasa national yakaka afa me say NDC for almost months can national me I don't think that they have a case. Yatoaba, what do you say about Uncle Yanko in your favor until this year? What's the only court? The court are presenting case for the court to for the law to do its work. Why then do you want them Germans are teaching us of it now? I other can teaching us of it. My man is my audience where we have but you won't chat here. What the court are presenting case. You see, I will see a same thing. Now, Brana and Catania. So, teaching our participants are not I can need anything from the island, the Muslim American and from the Chelsea. Because a dear pay, I'm on some American and can see okay, but I'm not cocoa and can't say Australia to cocoa and cancer by area to Monco. Moko, and you saw them putting female as the rest of the American. That's not no and that's not a car. I can't say Kakan so Alpha, I can't say, oh. But that's all going to be there. But I'm not going to
akwasi agima we are yadase my info be for yadase kono ko me my info kojopoku your last call I info call be after this because you started phone calls no exactly 12 p.m. It's now 12:50 almost 1 hour phone calls we be last call we are now few minutes now kan manu chodi around of na yakofa Peace FM news at 1 e dey abram kojopoku mahala my intio
National Yada Obadi Asi, so I guess so I'm a brother outside the other chain. Now, Opo and just go if you are to come at the bar, Wusa and Mamudia National, any Akosi Adima. Opo now tell us MZ go for so almost the near time, almost at near par. If he almost say and just go every come on. Opo Mentia touch me look on my boss. Senior Manitu, Anna, my vider. Opoyana the judge so call after Unity Radio so amo opo mame comments am na time leko yabada yabapa o mapanina na abidan kwa Akufo-Addo opo nze so we shall allow you to make na na abidan kwa Akufo-Addo there oba be sumo ma conclude dan na mom no amase obeta o ma conclude dan na ebiza ogine o man no ana o za wuni say e obi na to abano man no na Ghana for nyina na to abama no say o ma ye man panini enti ade bi koso na say yesi empa as I say, no, I'm just in case no, because I'm minding and pentiment. Opo, Eddie Cano, you're not gonna say, or because I don't know, or Eddie Cano, I will be now, vice in the I will be Opo, and I'm no because I only like now, I'm my Empo or Tico Coso, as soon as the Yaquaco, Opo, after the Ghana, I'm sorry, I come out to him, yet because I'm paying for AD and Munimpo, that's not what I'm in the Opo, Ghana for my Akumanko, and top from now, I don't know why they do, plus what you say, a castle would be in Quadia, best way. Or because I'm paying for them for Mudi and Munimpo at Naquaco. Now, Opo, tells me, no, says, I warrior, my warrior, and on prison. Opo, Yabada Yabapa or Mampani, Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo ase. So what you aka ansem we akyerɛ sɛ sɛ onyi ntum kira. Ye koswa ahwɛ o ma conclude na vie be frɛ ntum pa efra. Na yenya matim no maka politics am yenyi ntum disia no. Ye dia Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo o ka enfie na ya aka ni ntie nti yenya yenya nkabo mu. Na ye mo Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo no po Ghana yentimi frɛ ntum pa efra. Opo mu ni nyamenya adwuma.
Yani unity be adwuma era se kojo poku aga za muni nyamenya adwuma no se ega grebi go aga za muni Francis say I called today but too many people on the line. Francis ana ha de yesu ba no aja. Scott Safosi, great job guys. Yeah, that's Scott. Scott. Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempeme was a Manu.
Yeah,
I
think the major one had to do with the vaccine.
But the only there were some callers who applauded you, a lot of them, but only one person disagreed with you on an issue. On Olumai went here. Olumai say come again. Jen Mensa Diano. I say Obisa say Jen Mensa. Results Ben will declare Akufo-Addo. Which one will you give him?
Oh, I said no on website.
But which one? Also on my phone.
The websites I may declare. Although I understand them say a year Akufo-Addo president a declaration on the 9th. But at least the corrected one on the website is the one which is gazetted. Well, as much as I understand Olumano, they had the opportunity. Maybe Shebi said they should prove to Ghanaians beyond reasonable doubt that the woman cheated. Once you are unable to prove that, the woman will be answerable. About Parliament, catch your lose after 4th March, Parliament, the woman is answerable. You Ghana taxpayers money in the China, but your court won. The court was meant for NDC to make a case, state a claim that the woman cheated them. We see maybe I was a better than some. I'm a man. I wish I could do this with you over and over again, but that is where I stand as a neutral. I may be say a court. And can we prove here? And I'm crying. I'm sure said the woman needs to come in answer. But besides all figures, what many figures be the woman should come in. I mean, this is law, but that's the beauty. My opinion, your opinion. I'm not speaking based on established party.
One or two messages via Max Billion, dear Banian. Sorry, so we have a few minutes to go to peace near the news. For Max Billion, and Boafo say, I personally don't want to take the vaccine, but I have no choice to take it because I have no choice to take as a social worker and frontline worker when it comes to compulsory work. Max Billion say NDC should understand and behave like how Nana did in 2013 during court verdict. Now they wouldn't the Supreme Court on the day banner.
Exactly.
CI was passed by NDC. What goes round comes around. Law spoke at court. Why must Jen Mensa voluntarily go into the box? Let the law work.
No, because we are a moving democracy.
Great show by all standards. Keep it up. Keep the good work up. Frank Ajimai on Facebook.
Okay, very good morning to him. You see, we are moving democracy in transition. Democracy statute. I'm happy he said that. Also, after 2013 court win, a lot of reforms. And I listened to Amenuvo. He said it that from the reforms, the electoral commission is not compelled to go and sit in the box. Elections are won at polling stations. There's no compelling reason for the woman to come and answer. But for the sake of our young democracy, I think that is what Asirun Ketia did in 20. Maybe I learned a lot from Asirun Ketia about when there is an overvoting. Nipa 20 kotoa, but you can't win 21. What do we do? We are still learning. He taught us how every sheet. No, is this stamped? Is this signed? Say then you see that for me it was a learning curve. A lot of the things I've learned today that I can boldly speak about 2013 election petition in a Miami chance. 2012 was the election, but the petition was in 2013. In order not to confuse people with the date. But so there's no compelling reason under law. And like I said, the Parliamentary Select Committee and as a bit friend to come and answer, and some of the answers that you need will be discussed there. But as to whether Jomama won or there should be a re-election there, they have to make their own case, which for me, I will not be prejudgmental or prejudicial here. We will wait for the March 4th to make, but Obio here discerning, I will use your word, knows that direction here there, unless another Jesus is born out of Jerusalem or Bethlehem, it wouldn't change anything. Nothing major will happen. It will just be a reading of the script. Meka to go back time 10 minutes now. Our year declaration anyway. Now you'll be a baby. You don't have to waste a lot of time. They should come and just give us and now more pen question technicalities. But my interest this afternoon has to be with the vaccine. I think that you see say obia bonitim pose or by denigrating presidency just for people not to take the vaccine, he needs to think again because it's a matter of life and death. You see, which may be agro, but not when human lives are involved. Say Yaria Baiti Atesena Ekun Ghanaians in the end, then you sit back and say that maybe what president you don't trust is the correct one, so people should sit back and you see, then you are doing a lot of disservice to the human race. As much as possible, I like the way maybe Ghana and Drew Honum must be like I say or no there or can come on J. But the institutions are working that won't get no fear. Don't come and work and pollute the system. Because we're a frontline worker. Exactly. See, that's how the system has worked. See, yes, then we shouldn't be preaching some of these things. As much as you don't know conspiracy, or you're not controversial more than me. But the truth here is that this is a vaccine. It's meant to help. We need to prevent. The whole world is a global village. And as it stands now, I'll be very sad. I'll be very, very sad if people continue to preach some of these things.
Okay. Manucho, Ghana Black Satellite and Gambia bought semi-finals of the African Nations Cup.
Yes.
Now you share 1-0. Second half, no you share say. My update now, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, I think just like you said in the first half, you share 1 goal. The second half, it was still. It came to stalemate. Into Ghana 1-0.
Into make us say yes, suppose okay. Can you not tree, mami had here?
Yeah, mechanic say tree they meet me. To say no kind of, to say no kind of. First half, not in a half.
First half.
Afraid the kind of Ghana share 1. Near about second half, you to me hold you on na ye 1-0 na ye the extra 4 minutes. Extra 4 minutes count. My man, see, I Ghana cry no. They the fry see and first not fans for you. Into across the road now, and when they can.
Yeah.
That's an promotion. I'm going to cry. Yeah. Moses said,
"It's a Kusi and I said,
yeah, it's a Yapon. Ghana was able to hold it.
Ghana share back home.
Yeah, was able to hold the 1-0. Let me tell you, check up for
no. Ghana share back home. Back share na to me jina.
And one ye to me the point. Ye the 4 extra minutes
for na to me anti.
I'm going to me anti.
Okay,
na precious boy, na man of the match.
Until the exchange say Ghana qualify
for the final.
Final of the African Youth Championship. As is from African Nations Championship.
Interesting.
Under 20 edition.
Exactly. Everybody ye Independence Day 6th match.
6th match. And I bubble final.
Exactly. Against Tunisia or Uganda.
6th match and I found to achieve for him say Memenda.
Yes.
As a team is enough days to rest.
I remember second one. I'm sure it is
third and fourth.
Yeah, there'll be a second semi-final.
Ochina.
Yeah, near both.
I'm about Ochina. Yeah,
I couldn't.
And be on about third and fourth. No, Ukwada and Ayawada.
Exactly. Maybe a day before on the 5th. Yeah, only a Friday is the 5th. Into Yambompa, maybe Benya Tunisia, North Africans and the junior tournaments. The Monshadan here. No, sub-Saharan African day, and now blacks in Uganda, East Africa.
About Donko Pepe.
Yes.
Nti Yanko fa Kasia Bono.
And kudos to greetings to everybody who called, listened, and contributed. Now even watched us. Well, we are grateful to you for you.
Yamin Shobia. Nti already the chain or China. Yes, I know be share Anopa 9 to we say 12:30, but call us neighbor. Na ya fa kopem 1 but we start for moment to come referee Daniel I salute you me of adusi poku konvan kombacho me cha pombo kode e na Reverend Jonathan Tibio papa sofo e na Reverend sofo nat kisi e na me papa Ofori Reverend Dr. Thomas Ofori mo nyina me cha mo wi abre ye kɔ ne akwa kofa ene de produce show no ye akosoa Jamfi my better half, my bone of bones, on the producer show. When they started, and then show a bar, so no. Now, it's a caption.
Yes.
So she signaled me.
Exactly.
The show no in Abunza na fa webina the good yenimni heavenly hour.
Okay. Let's see, behind every successful man, there's a responsible woman who knows how to spend his money.
Young fan news. What's the call interview? No, Papa Nakacho saying.
They are wabo.
Okay, we say for how they do we see rather the chair or chair sign will be share. Feunu and only also friend you like chance unity reduce and Bosuo is back and even better than before. Upon national meeting, Yakramo, Nyame the chair or chair besen shakai say Dan Auto Repairs, Anochi Room Restaurant, Big Olubiti Mabri Hair Salon, Anochi Cold Store, Rough Roofing, and a Richway Auto School. Omunina Tayachi, and I did you a dear Brambacho. Wow, from the meantime, Vakobia, me throw na ye kasa off air. Nana Jinasone kasa off air. On air, the intimate cobium. Yapon. Yami Adma Ochina, Yanubi Anopa 9 a.m. Until then, keep listening to Unity Radio. You cross over the bridge to peace 104.3 in Ghana na yɛde no nsia kase bɔ Ghana ɛde abramo nyame nhyira mu nyinaa
yensom na yemfanye adwuma.
We are taking this vaccine today to assure the public and Ghanaians in general that it is safe to be immunized by this, to take this vaccine.
Opanyina yabo ni din se wono na emehwe enkramantem so ahyebo so obehwe ama enkran ateprekupe.
Mr. Chair, the respite and trial work proposal, as I indicated earlier, as issues of security, sanitation, and even education.
National House of Chiefs nananuma himfo bedwa wo mu dia de sredie ato Ghana fo nyina anim se vaccine no ye nyina yensom namoa se de be ya ye betimi agyan na so prekope na NLA adwuma ye fo nso so aye demonstration kase e de etia Director General Sekwa bia so se ye gine dibre efiri nsem ye ne to ase akonya efi se akatua bi ye se wo tua ma wo mu a wo mu di ne kase no eya wo ntua.
Incidents I ban say they cannot continue to work. Anything want to be trying to tell the corner of red band. Nanka yan feel so. National Labour Commission interview. Say even management crowd one recognize the crowd now. But unfortunately, the incident continue to happen.
For Regional Association of Traditional Healers, one with the Sedian to Mampani, His Excellency, Nana de Danko Akufo-Addo, and himself one district, one factory, Jumediano. For region, who message Jumekokasia or ha, Ebetimia Bois, Naya Dia Ebibidro Mojuma. And some P. Can we know money at this Sumusakasia Boa Peace 104.3 FM so.
Now, say what a Duffy's Ohima feminine mixture, and now Duffy's feminine cleanser, and a Duffy's healthy glow once more. Ya kan na gadi mi ka kwa baby ato because obi wa isu bibia edi ehwa dance here yanko JM Addo and Sons woman na dey budget organic apple cider vinegar ebe adwaso and afi 1+400 high sense Ghana say edi na wuhia e wo fie home appliance ben ko high sense sense ho no omuni ma no board the form and a sign e wo ho afebo everyday prices for everyday people. MTN everywhere you go. And Oson's chemist or the Oson's garlic capsules abajaso woman na say asrea and enyumre yedi no nsia kase boy Abraham ubet me her live our Facebook Peace 104.3 FM Peace 104.3 FM and afi YouTube so despite media yani amoti anga kenken enyumre ye me nana ya kese and
akosia ago abowaje